Aether and Iron. Let's check it out. Okay, so this one joins stories. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there's combat and resource management. Alright. Simply because the main point is I'm trying to show the demo off. If you want more of a challenge, there is like that, but I'm not great at what I'm going to guess is a kind of turn-based kind of, let me double check, because I know this is like a yeah, okay, it's tactical, and that's not something I do very much of, so I'm gonna which thing you do a lot of things. Okay, so I'm gonna do it on story because tactical is not something I do a lot of, so yeah. Okay. I like that these are options for people who like a challenge, but yeah. You be back later if you're I might be, depending on how long you're gone. But yeah, you go take your client shopping. And I'll catch you later. Thank you for being here. Okay. This game contains flashing lights, rapid visual effects, and camera motion that may cause discomfort, motion sickness, or epileptic seizures in some individuals. Immediately stop playing and consult a medical professional if you experience dizziness, nausea, altered vision, loss of awareness, or involuntary movement. Play in a well-lit room, sit an appropriate distance from the screen, and take regular breaks. If you or anyone in your care has a history of epilepsy, consult a physician before playing. Okay.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aeonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city. Not when the shadow of the uppers keeps the rest of us fumbling in the dark. They get the sunlight and the cotton clouds, while the lowers is lost in the dark at midday. But with a job like today's, I can catch my breath. No guns, no complications, not like last time. I'd sooner throw myself into the well and let the gravity storms pull me apart than go through that again. And if this goes well, I'll never have to. I can still hear my Zio's last breaths echoing in the gunshots that rip the ground from beneath my feet.
Now leaving the station. Please
I could leave this smuggler business behind. I wouldn't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. I'd find a place up here where the air is clean, where the sun wakes you up in the morning, and the stars say goodnight. It'd be just me and the open sky, finally free. I slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
Okay, I'm going to move myself because I am blocking important things. So let's flip. Okay.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
Okay, so here's the part where we've got things that we can touch. Okay, so here's our current quest or mission, whatever. So glass birds and glass shoes. Take Mr. Blank's drop off. So let him know we've arrived and speak for. Okay, so
The regulars flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded. And this is the best seat in the house. The booze hound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit. As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green.
He doesn't need it, so I'm taking it.
The bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink.
Okay, so here's my inventory. Okay, so crew member share a group inventory of important. So this is my key items. Okay, so just next page. Okay, so okay, so there's obviously vehicles. That's a thing. Okay. So we've got like $60 in cash and yeah, the liquor in our pockets right now. Okay. That's also handy. So it does tell us what I can, at least in the mode that I'm in. I'm only doing story because of the combat and the fact that I'm not familiar with tactical. Like the investigation part of things I could raise, but it's the tactical kind of combat that I needed to bump lower. Okay, so back door.
My eyes dart to the back door. If things go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit.
Like I would imagine that on normal, potentially, like it wouldn't tell me that I can interact with these things.
The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with a patron's belongings. I approach the counter. Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
What can I do for you, Miss Rendazzo?
Okay, so talent checks. So certain dialogue options contain talent checks. Okay, so that's the whole dice roll type thing. These checks add an element of chance to your decisions influenced by crew's talents and attributes. Each check has a difficulty rating and a minimum number that you need to roll. When you perform a talent check, you roll 2 6-sided dice. Your crew's talent and attributes bonuses are added to the dice roll. All of your bonuses are shown in the tooltip when highlighting. Okay. So, I'm going to go with this. I need a 4. That's easy. It's a... And we rolled a 7. Gained some XP. Cool.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne. Wilson never misses a shift.
Never's a big word, Miss Rendazzo. Especially in this line of work.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Rendazzo. Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening, we host Kit Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor.
Okay, let's ask about Mr.
I got
Blank.
a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon? I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in, so I smile. I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
They'll be with you shortly, Miss Rendazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and lazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth.
Can I ask why you have the fan on when it's clearly cold enough that you need to wear a hoodie? Okay, so I can... Oh.
My eyes dart to the back door. If things
Okay.
go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit.
Okay, so I just thought because, yeah. Okay.
The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
Drink.
Let's cut to the chase.
Excuse me, Mr. Blanc, but I'm here for business, not pleasure. The ember leans closer. I sweat under its pointed gaze.
Very well. A shame, Randazzo.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
Okay, let's ask about the
She
client.
seem like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
Alright, I would like more
You're the one who
information.
knows things, and that's all you know?
Critical success, awesome.
The girl's hiding. I found her buying passage from an unsavory sort, and I offered her an alternative. She's desperate, and she had money.
That was nothing, but more than I could have hoped from a man who charges a premium on information.
Okay, let's probe.
Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
And if she brings in heat from the Heights?
I trust you will adapt.
Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Okay.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson. Him and those he associated with. Or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to take the
I'll
job.
get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Okay.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid. Half your usual.
Okay, so I could do either of those and have a 72% chance of the roll. I feel like going the daredevil route's probably going to suit what I'm trying to do.
Half? No. You need this Heights socialite looked after. She's paying for secrecy too, which means your services aren't coming cheap. But you're only paying me pennies? We both damn well know you can afford my usual, and more. The words roll off my tongue, bitter and metallic, clanging to the floor. I know by the shape of the darkness I misspoke.
No one will come near you. I shouldn't come near you. Yet, I give you a second chance. A way to prove yourself.
Do not speak.
A harsh whistle of wind screeches through the floor, punctuating the man's heavy words. Tension ripples down my spine, and I become mute.
You will take this job. I will pay even less, and you will take this job. You have no choice. So say yes and leave.
He has me pegged. I'm broke without a single lead. Without this job, I don't even think I could last the week before I'd need to call in a favor best left undisturbed. Yes.
Okay, I'm only getting $10 for this job. She's down below after stepping out for
You'll
air.
find her outside, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Okay, so the mission log displays your available missions, including details on the current objectives. From here, I can also review a history of previously completed missions. Okay. Compensations, locations, and other points of interest required to progress a tracked mission are highlighted across the game world. Tracked or not, all available missions can be progressed. Use track mission to more easily follow. Okay. Okay, so new objective, secure the obvious client. Okay. So,
My eyes dart to the back.
okay, back to the taxi platform.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her. Obvious was right. That's the one.
Okay, so we're at a taxi platform.
Zio always liked cabbies. Said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed.
Okay.
One of the buzzards has her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
Okay, so I could buy them off by giving them the liquor. But I'm gonna try to scare them off because I've got a higher chance of that than convincing them.
Beat it. This fare's mine. The cabbie gawps at me, stunned I dare intrude on his meal ticket. He sneers and turns back to the girl possessively.
You pay her no mind, doll. Listen, do you like music?
I step forward and dig the snout of my pistol into the unwashed
Ooh.
folds of his exposed neck. At the cold touch of iron, he lets out a little rat squeak. Now that's music.
Oh boy,
You're with me, Principessa. The girl locks eyes with me and instantly puts the pieces together. She's a fast one.
thanks ever so much, but my friend's here? Have a nice day.
She trots over to me. The buzzards grumble and fly off, on the prowl for their next piece of roadside meat, leaving one stubborn hanger-on to squawk.
You better watch your back, girlie. We'll see you later.
That sure was scary. I didn't realize... thank you, Miss Smuggler?
I give her a once-over, like a filament warming up inside a bulb. Her shaken nerves are slowly replaced with a beaming smile. My silence doesn't seem to deter her optimism.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree's in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on Aether particulate flux. Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus. Have you been?
Can't say I have.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
Alright, I want to make something up just to see if it works.
No, I'm a chauffeur. The girl's grin is like a sunrise. She claps her hands together excitedly.
Okay.
Right! A chauffeur. I didn't know we'd be using a cover story. Ooh, how thrilling. What should I be? Maybe the heiress to a vast fortune? Textiles, perhaps? Or steel? Or maybe rubber? Can I be called Lady Vanderhooten? Or...
Look, we'll discuss this later.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling, like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter, like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
Okay, so
You
we...
step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really? I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
Okay.
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've got to learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport. So, first time in the lowers, huh? Doing some sightseeing?
I'd rather not talk about it.
The kid glances away and grips the case tighter. This line of questioning isn't going anywhere.
Okay, let's ask about Mr.
So, you and Mr. Blanc are old friends? The girl gives me a confused look, like I was using a jar of rotten eggs as face cream.
No, he helped me out of a difficult situation. He's a very kind man, you know. Quite like him, though I think he smokes too much.
Okay.
Kind. I've never heard it put that way.
He talked about you before you showed up. I think he likes you. Said you had grit, that I could trust you. Not much else, though. After that, he just smoked and smoked. Dirty habit, don't you think?
I can't tell if she's being serious. Miss Sunshine doesn't seem like the type to lie, but getting Mr. Blanc to share personal details wasn't a scenario I could see playing out.
Okay, let's give her the once over. Okay.
The faint smell of ash fills the car. A spent handkerchief hides in her palm. Small Aether burns scar her fingertips. Not an ounce of luggage other than the case. Doc has something to hide. So where are you going, kid? Family? Friends?
Oh, no. I'm here all by myself.
Anywhere you planning on visiting? I'm not much of a tour guide.
That's my own business. Thank you.
You're running from someone. By the looks of it, you barely got away. So, what's some pampered lab rat doing on the run? You steal something in that case of yours?
Oh.
The girl's shocked silent. Lies and half-truths run across her eyes, but none of them make the cut. I had her dead to rights. Don't worry, kid. You're not the first with a story like that.
That's not my story. Well, not all of it. I didn't steal anything, I swear.
She looks out the window, quiet and still. Last thing I need is some heights drama following me down here and ruining an easy payday. While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone. I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Okay, so click on the location of your info and set as your destination. Okay. May encounter unexpected events along your route. After an event, you'll return to the map. You can continue your journey by pressing space or by clicking the destination. Okay. So, this is where we are. Okay, so no, that's the taxi platform. This is where we have to go. Okay, so let's head that way. Okay. Surprise encounter. Okay.
Catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
Okay.
No! How did he find me?
Who?
I'm guessing this is where the combat comes into...
Time you came home, darling.
Nellie? Who is that?
Looks like you found a little tour guide, Eleanor. Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over, and you can drive away clean.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
Alright. Oh. I'm just checking something because I'm having like a mini panic attack. That's alright, it's fine. It's fine. Alright. So, enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon and then... Okay. Alright, each weapon can only be used once per turn. Hover over locations to preview your path. Okay. Combine attacks and movement by selecting an ability. Okay. Alright, let's... Alright.
It doesn't have to go like this.
Alright, so this is gonna shoot a Gatling gun. Ooh. Pew pew pew!
Give it up.
Okay, road changes at the end of this round, so I need to move. Okay. Pew! Alright. And turn. Okay, so road has shortened. Alright, so I'm going to shoot the Gatling gun behind me. Bye-bye.
We did it, Gia. He's gone.
That was too easy. We need to get off this island. Now.
Okay. So, I probably could have gone a little... Could have gone to normal. In difficulty, maybe. I don't know. Okay. So let's see what the streets have in store. So we're at the 4th Street, and we're still heading there. So
Stop. All vehicles leaving Astoria Bay require an exit permit.
I got my papers. Verified this morning by...
All exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to acquire a new permit inside the terminal.
Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach. I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now move.
But I have a permit. You just voided everything this
He
morning.
waves me on, and I drive towards an open spot near the entrance of the terminal.
Okay, so we're gonna have to try and get
People
ourselves
mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close.
Okay, so yeah, there's stuff to touch. Let's...
There's not a dark cloud in the sky or a black hat in the crowd, but my shoulders remain tense.
Okay, so we should probably
We're
open the
killing
door.
time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia, are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Jeepers! Oh, that poor man. We should
do nothing. Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
Okay.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
Right. We're... what's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off, leaving me to idle in line.
We probably don't want to... Okay. Let's let her enjoy herself.
She's like a bird from a cage. Bright eyes sparkle as she flits at every vendor between her and the cotton cloud stand.
Alright, so let's have a look-see.
My neck itches at every careless shoulder bump and lingering eye. Nobody unusual, but the itch doesn't quit.
Okay, so what...
The speakers call out names with far more cheer than they deserved. Dreamland, Nation's Crusade, and so on. None were ours. The vendor sculpts pink and blue clouds for passengers in search of a sweet souvenir. Nellie looks ready to buy out the whole stand.
Okay, so that actually shows the highlights. If, like... Alright.
The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
Alright, we found...
You knew who that was. Why is he after you?
I don't know.
He almost ran us off the road and killed us both. Filled my car full of holes that your fee doesn't cover. Is that not enough to jog your memory? I press too hard and she shuts down in front of me. I'll have to ask her more later.
Alright, but what about
Look,
the briefcase?
kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
You've got to dip and go be a dad. Yeah, go dip and be a dad. I appreciate you stopping by, Shab. And I'll catch you another time, either in your stream or mine or someone else's. But I appreciate you.
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture,
Bye.
but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
It's the well.
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to get bad, Gia. Really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
No! I swear, Gia! The car!
Someone stole the car. That's not great.
Minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat.
Okay.
They took my car.
They did take your car.
Gia! My research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back.
Okay, so glass beds and glass shoes. Okay, so that mission's complete. Oh, we have leveled up. Does that mean I get to pick... Okay.
The hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Okay, so level up to enhance your clues talents. Okay, crew members access to different talents. Okay, so okay, so I could go brass, hustle. Okay, okay, so I would normally. Okay. We might do smarts. Stuff like strategist, gumshoe, brainiac, they all seem like, but there is also like, charisma based things. But, so. Okay, so I've got 2 talent points, so I could do. Let me have a look here. So, ally vehicles next. Okay, hasten status effect. Alright. Trying to avoid taking damage. Okay. Hello, Super Squishy. Welcome on in. How you doing? I hope your day has been fantastic so far. I know you stream, so alright, before I do it, are you okay with like video shout outs? I know some people aren't into them. If you'd prefer not to have one at all, I'm happy to just do a like the shout out that goes up there, but okay, cool. So yeah, let me do the thing because I think because my mods are doing the lurk / sleep thing at the moment. because hey, I've gone over my time at this point. But yeah,
I guess always pop out to see if you spot him. Yeah, that's what.
Oh yeah, now I'm seeing the VTuber. I know where I saw you and followed you from before. Yeah, it would have been an EK's stream when I
guess I didn't go like
earlier today.
That was my fault. Do I have to do it again? Do I do it again? Well, you definitely spotted him. Right? Okay, I am going to follow this one.
You did support. I did Poppy's playtime myself a couple of days ago, but I've only done chapter 1. I do plan to do the rest at some stage because I did enjoy. I did enjoy my time there, but yeah, I need to buy the rest of them so that I can. No problem at all, no problem at all, Squishy. Like we're very much pro network, pro streamer here, so I like to shout people out so that everyone can get like a gist of who everyone is, and if they're interested to go check people out. And I'm getting to the point where I've been live for nearly 6 hours. My brain stops working. But I've still got this demo and another demo to get through. So, 1 AP for every 3 missing HP from... Ooh. Okay, so ram action per turn. It looks like... So I'm going to go with those because those 2 combat things, they're probably going to help me out a bit. Alright, so we've got Captain's Quarters. Okay, so that's where I think we need... That's where we're supposed to go for our... for the quest, I'm guessing. But if I go down here... Alright.
You enjoy captaining a ferry?
It's my job.
Come on. Nobody does what you do for as long as you have if they don't love it. Right? The old man's eyes are roomy with time and pain, and a loneliness like the open sky.
Sure, miss. It's a wonder an old swab like me ever got to fly.
Alright, let's ask.
So, what's your story?
Miss?
Like, were you born here? How'd you get into the ferry game?
No. My family come from Maine. Fishermen. That's how I learned to pilot a tug.
And what brought you to New York? Throg winces, like his gammy leg is giving him pain. Or like I dredged something up from some dark depths. Something he didn't want to remember.
Ah, well... That would be Ella May. My wife.
You salty old dog. I didn't know you were married.
Okay, here's where you're probably putting your foot in your mouth. Here's where you're probably putting your foot in your mouth, Gia. Like, he could be sad because, like, his wife might not be around anymore. Like...
I'm just having fun with the old boatman, just trying to raise a smile on that dour leather mitt of a face. But I can see I've wounded him, and I feel a twist of guilt.
As you should.
Long time ago, miss. A real long time. Clear skies to you.
Okay, so we've checked that out. So let's go to, Gia's apartment. Alright, so, ooh, there's heaps of stuff to touch here.
I still have that new edition of BAM to read. Later. New York City's bigger than the world that holds it. A single filing cabinet couldn't contain it all, but I always found a way to keep it stocked with everything I need.
Okay, so... Okay, so... Okay, we've got a shotgun. Okay, so I can take that out. Okay, I don't...
What would you do here, Zio? Say the job's over, cut the girl and run? Would definitely save me from a headache.
Probably would, yeah.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day.
Okay, so obviously, yeah.
I can last one more day.
Okay, so let's talk to Nellie.
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment, too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me, he...
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. The black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Okay, let's ask about the colleagues.
Tell me about them.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to...
She holds back the grief by roaming the room with her eyes, latching onto every detail and yet ignoring every bit of it.
And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me. Even when I first showed up. A 16-year-old with a half-packed suitcase and too many questions. He always tried to help. Right to the end.
Okay, about the
Your
well?
kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
It was just a pause, a moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money,
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity, and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
Ooh.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he?
This is where that sound would come in handy that I haven't put in yet. They're all dead, Dave. Everyone's dead.
He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
Hey, kid. Look at me. You're smart. You'll figure something out. You just... Listen, I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything.
Okay.
I don't get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it. I didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find, and it left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why.
Alright, do you have any enemies?
He called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research, or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been married. I don't have the time or the interest.
Okay.
Even if I did, I haven't had any gentleman callers, or really met any gentlemen. Aside from Professor Gardner, of course, but he doesn't count. Not in that way.
Okay, so we've unlocked some dialogue by the looks of things, so ask about Gardner.
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh, Professor Gardner, Alistair Gardner, was one of the first people recruited to the Helicline Institute. He's one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Okay, so how did this black hat find you?
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto.
Okay.
Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait, I'm going with you.
Okay.
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company. I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But if not, well, let's be honest with each other. I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault.
Like, she poses, she's giving good arguments, is what I'm trying to...
Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble, too.
Continue.
Cress Carter is the only person in the hole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel. Only one issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash.
Okay, so we've got a Coleman Hawkins record. Okay.
If there's anything that can soften bad news and a steep ask from Cress, it's fresh vinyl with a smooth baritone.
Okay.
I second guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied.
Okay, let's give her a distraction because I think that's going to keep her out of trouble.
I don't live like royalty. but I got a few shabby creature comforts around. Maybe it's enough to keep the girl's hands busy. Try one of these. Cloud Captain never fails to cheer me up.
Oh, thanks, Gia.
She starts to flip through the pages as I leave, her eyes landing longer on the page with Cloud Captain's devilish smile.
Okay, so it's gonna be like a, okay. So this is where we have to go for that. So yeah, let's go here. Okay, so stash, change vehicles. Okay.
She works tirelessly on that arm of hers, obsessing over it, making sure that it's not useless. Sometimes I wonder if she's talking about herself more than her arm.
Okay, so we can do stuff with spare parts there, but
Cress? The hole doesn't ask much of its residents. Stay quiet, don't draw attention, find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up in Aether in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide. From behind a junker made more of rust than steel, two faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
The low, angry rumble of the island's Aether generators shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
alright, let's just try and disarm the situation first. Oh, okay.
That's one hell of a car there. Looks like I grasp for anything I recognize. The ornament is gone, rust has taken the grill, the paint has molted to reveal an odd color of metal. It's a fossil of some dinosaur that should have stayed buried. Flight balancing is off.
This is an old combustion engine glued to a sack of rust, Gia. It's not flying anywhere. Something's wrong. Spit it out.
I lost the car, Cress.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
Okay.
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
You think you can bribe me with a Coleman Hawkins? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted. If you get our baby back.
You be liking, got some paperwork to do, the most exciting part of your job. Fun. Fun. I appreciate the lurk. I hope the paperwork goes somewhat smoothly and isn't too pain in the body. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all. It's only been a year since your uncle died. How you holding up?
Alright, let's tell her the client's off.
It's this client. There's something off about her.
Off? How?
Can't place it yet. Too many questions. Doesn't help that she's from the Heights.
Well, there's your problem. Anyone who lives that high up has a screw loose. Not enough oxygen. Shouldn't trust any of those airheads.
I might have to if I want to get my car back.
Be careful out there, Gia.
Work's dried up. Even the easy jobs that no one wants. What I can get is barely enough to get by.
Have you considered calling in that favor Needles owes you? He's working in White Street now. Pretty sure he could get you a job if you need it. Here, he's been busy lately.
Needles? I'm not talking to that prick, not in 100 years. Not sure who would shoot first if we saw each other again. No, Cress, not him. Wait, are you keeping tabs on him?
Yeah, are you?
You're not the only smuggler that's good at what they do. He's also one of the few who still runs in White Street. Aether over there don't have many options, especially with that tyrant and his constant wars.
War in White Street wasn't new, and it wasn't worth the small talk, or the bad memories that come with it. Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors, then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes. She pulls out a pencil, scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. You'll find some Aetherians who can help. Maybe.
Okay.
As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start. Bring it around, and maybe I can get it working. Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
Okay, so cool. So I can take the
Thanks, Cress.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
Okay. So yeah, cross this lead. Okay. So yeah, back.
I find the kid where I left her. Several pages deep into the adventures of Cloud Captain.
Gia, how did the meeting go? Smoothly, I hope. Did you have to do a wheel and deal?
Hi, Tiger. How you doing? Let me do your thing. How's your day going so far? I hope it's... Like, I know you said you're working, but I hope work's going smoothly.
Thanks, that helps.
I want to say it was like Monster Hunter or something. I don't think I recognized it straight off the bat there. Alright. Did we have to wheel and deal? A little bit.
Worked something out. Anyway, reading break's over. Let's head out.
Already?
We need to move fast if we even want a chance of finding my car and your briefcase in one piece. Best bet? We start with White Street.
Yeah, so far so good. It's been a nice easy day, and yeah, okay. I was correct. I'm like, it looks kind of like Monster Hunter, but yeah.
Why there? Is it a smuggler thing?
It's a hunch. White Street's whole business is sanitation and recycling. You need something disposed of on the down low? That's where you go.
Okay. So that's where we'd be heading. I'm going to be right back. I will be like 30 seconds. I won't be long.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Can you pet that dog? Alright. I'm sorry about that. But I'm back. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we're going to take the private ferry to the city. Okay, so the fact that there seems to be like quite a few different places to go. You like playing with blimps? That's fine. They're there. The buttons are there to be pressed. If I didn't want the buttons pressed, I wouldn't give access to buttons. The buttons are there for a reason. Okay, so first point ferry. Okay, this is where we're going. I'm not sure how long this demo is.
Spirits. If they existed, White Street would have been torn from the sky in retribution for its decades of war. Instead, it stays floating to spite the dead, a withered shell of its former glory. Nellie, I want you to watch me and stay close.
Why? Is something wrong?
Where would I find the time, kid? Or the heart to fill your head with graves of ash, islands on fire in the night, the thunder of war in the skies? That was years ago. But not yet.
Okay, so this is where we'd be heading. Okay, so meet our contact near the North White Street Harbour. Okay. Okay, so this is where we are now. Alright, so this is where we're heading. You gotta get back to work. I will... Yeah, technically, yeah, day-night is probably the best way to put it. It's, yeah, 3:25 in the morning currently. But yeah, you have a fantastic day at work. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay. Alright, we've got a surprise encounter.
The roads are closed until the demonstration is over. Exit your vehicle and line up for the parade.
But I don't wanna.
Oh, Gia, a parade! Let's go.
If you do not comply, you will be arrested.
Fine. I needed to stretch my legs anyhow. Like a dove on an updraft, the girl flutters off as soon as her heels hit the street, following the music and fanfare to the nearby parade.
Hey, I said stay close.
Okay.
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Father took me to several, but those weren't as, serious. Where are the floats? The clowns? They're just soldiers. Are all parades in the lowers like this?
Just like this? No. Each baron has their own flavor of showboating to distract from how bleak life is down here. White Street's just eager to march and flash their guns around.
Something big must be going on. Do you know what's happening?
I'm not sure what this is. White Street has been bleeding territory, money, and men for over a decade in its wars with the surrounding barons. This should be a funeral march, not a celebration.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna scope out the surroundings. Let's see what we can see. Come on, roll. Success. Cool.
Through a hail of ticker tape, I swerve past a waving arm to get a better look at the line of soldiers. Spotless uniforms, polished guns, a show of strength that White Street hasn't been able to afford in years. When did they fill their war chest? Hey, pal, what's the occasion?
The General's unveiling his new machine. Soldiers say it's going to save the lowers.
Save the lowers? Going to take more than some new weapon to do that.
Shh! You want to get us thrown in the tomb? Smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
He applies more plaster to his smile. I glance around. He's not the only face in the crowd straining to keep the corners of their mouth upright. The cries of support echo emptily. The banners flow without enthusiasm. Like stone pushed through a sieve, the crowd forces out cheers for a devil clad in white.
Is that the Baron of White Street? He must be really popular.
That's Eli Tillinghast. Calls himself the General. They cheer because if they don't...
Burn the tyrants!
Oh! Something's going down. Okay. I was about to say that guy's about to be shot. He wasn't just shot, he was vaporized. As was everyone around him.
One hot blast of light was all it took to disappear a crowd, stunning onlookers like a twisted magic trick. Instead of applause, cries of panic and a stampede of feet clap the pavement, while a putrid smell fills the air. My gut twists as it fights every reckless impulse to run.
Okay, let's try and steal our nerves. Okay.
A few onlookers run from the scene. My feet are 2 steps after them before my senses yank me by the shoulders. Eli Tillinghast doesn't tolerate desertion from anyone. The crowd seconds from dissolving into a frenzied swarm. If I don't grab the kid and move, we're going to get trampled flat. However, we're saved by an unlikely savior.
Hold!
The Baron of White Street stands, gloved hand extended. Despite fear and panic, the crowd obeys, frozen in place by a gentle, assuring gesture.
Let the procession continue.
The music starts back up, and the world moves on Eli's command. Coerced cheers rush to fill terrified silence, while marching boots blot out the scorched earth.
The days where White Street bled tirelessly to save a debaucherous world have come to an end.
Welcome back, KL.
We will bleed no longer. Our enemies will tremble before a weapon they cannot resist. A weapon they cannot overcome. We will demand our rightful place in the sun and rid the shadow of chaos from the lowers. We are just. We are strong. We are unsullied.
He pumps his fist and the crowd answers with a deafening cheer. With all eyes back on the General and his grisly procession, I look for Nellie.
Okay. So, yeah, we're looking for Nellie. So, I'm gonna, yeah. We're gonna touch all the things. So,
The
touch
war
this.
banners of White Street once flew over much of the lowers. I dread the day it happens again. These barons are no different than dictators of small countries, playing dress up and throwing their armies around like toy soldiers on the playground.
Yeah, we're...
Where are you?
She's somewhere. Hey.
Destruction like that. With weapons like these, they could reclaim everything they've lost, dragging the whole damn city back into war. God help us. It's only a second, but I spot a glint of metal and the curve of a black brim that resembles a scarred-up bastard. I go for my gun, but he disappears like campfire smoke in the night. Did he spot us? Or am I jumping at ghosts? I scan the whole street. Nothing. Not a hint of the black hat or my car. I decide not to mention it to the kid. After what happened, I'm jumpy enough for the both of us.
Okay, so...
Destruction like that. With weapons like these, they could reclaim everything they've lost, dragging the whole damn city back into war. God help us.
Okay, so we can talk to Nellie now.
No, no! That weapon happen. Red Aether wasn't to ever. Oh, Gia, those people. Those poor, poor people.
You recognize it? What the hell was that thing, Nellie?
It was never supposed to get out. Never. How did it get out? How?
She buries herself in her hands, breathing hard, wishing with every
Oh, you
stone
like the
muscle that this
detective?
nightmare would end. A part of me wants to join her.
I can't stay here, Gia. We have to go.
We can't. Not without attracting serious attention. You saw what happened. If we get caught sneaking out, we'll get shot.
Gia, please.
The kid's bloodless face moves me to glance down the procession line. The tail end's in sight, but the miserable sound
Created a
from the
weapon that was
girl
never
has me
supposed to be
second-guessing
used.
how long her nerves
Yeah.
would hold.
Okay, so we could push for an answer. We could make a run for it. Okay, so the making a run for it is a hard option. I might try for this first.
Nellie, look at me. Talk to me. Just tell me what that was.
That weapon used red Aether, Gia. A highly volatile, highly experimental version of Aether. It's very powerful, but also very unstable. But red Aether wasn't supposed to.
With nothing more than an empty expression, the kid clams up tighter than a 10-inch steel vise.
Okay, we could make a run for it or wait up. Okay, for shits and giggles.
All right, kid. Stay close. This ain't gonna be easy. The stench of burnt flesh
I think we're
wafts
about
up
to be
clouds
shot.
of dust and stale wind. My stomach turns over on itself, trying to hide from the stink, begging me to flee. We just need to make it back to the car. A guard lurks past where we parked, his stark white pressed uniform darkening the street around him.
Hey! Where you two going?
I grip Nellie's wrist tight and lurch forward, ready to sprint. The girl stumbles into me, making us look like a drunk set of dance partners. Damn it! Run, kid! The young guard hesitates, and I spear tackle him faster than a Coney Island roller coaster. I've got him on the ground, fist raised, when he screams.
Please!
The soldier, if you could call him that, can't be more than 18. His eyes screw shut in fear, and he lifts his palms out, pleading for mercy.
Oh, okay. I could do a dice roll and attempt to knock him out, or I could just leave him and run. I want to knock him out. Let's try it at least. Alright, we failed.
As I swing my fist down, his eyes pop, and his head twists to the side. I hit asphalt instead of flesh, and we both howl. Mine a cry of pain, his a cry for the cavalry.
Okay, so she tried to punch him in the face and totally missed and just kind of... Yeah.
Hurry!
I look up and see Nellie pointing wildly at a herd of stampeding White Street guards. Damn it, kid, I know. Gunfire peppers the fenders of the cars around us as I leap off the boy and scramble in next to Nellie.
Anarchy spotted! Orders are they'll be dealt with immediately.
Okay, so, yeah. Civilian vehicles... Okay, avoid damaging the civilian... Okay. Alright. So, those are the bystanders. We want to avoid that. But... Alright, can I get the one behind? No? Ram that one backwards and turn. Alright, so yeah, we've got 2 this time. Okay.
You're cruising for a bruising.
Okay, so now there's an intimidating cabbie. Okay. So he's, I guess, is a friend. Or was a friend. Okay, so... Alright. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, and 10. We might be pushing.
This could be all she wrote.
Okay.
Are they gone?
Yeah, they're gone. I destroyed them.
For now, reinforcements will show up if we don't go.
Okay. Our vehicle is not looking too flash, but we lived. Okay. Okay, so I've got, ooh, caltrops. And some scrap metal. Okay. So I'm guessing that's all stuff that, okay, undercarriage weapon. Ooh. Let's... Okay, I've got a repair kit. I can actually use that. In fact, I probably should use it.
Enough distance passes that ash and screams and a bright, hot light start fading into a bad memory. Nellie breaks the silence.
Okay, purchase repair kits. Yep, gotcha. Alright.
Is White Street always this awful?
Often enough. White Street's never shied away from putting down opposition with violence. Never heard of them using a weapon like that, though.
But those were their people. He's supposed to be the Baron. Isn't he supposed to listen to their concerns? What about due process?
I don't think he cares about due process.
Look, kid. It might work that way upstairs, but not here. The only word that matters down here is the Barons, and in White Street, the chain of command's everything. If Eli says we're going to war, you either fall in line, or you're an enemy.
One might have been bad, but the others were simply calling for peace. Where's the harm in that?
White Street tried the whole peace thing a few years ago. Someone blew them to bits during peace talks. That's not something they'll ever forget.
Okay, so... Yeah, we're still... Okay, so... Inventory. Vehicles. How do I use it? Use item. Yeah, there most definitely is a difference between, yeah, listening and carrying. Okay, so that's... We're heading here.
It's around here somewhere, hidden. What was that symbol?
Are we really going into the Undercity? Will the Aether rats let us, or are the stories true? You don't think they'll throw us off the island, do you?
What stories?
Which stories we talking about?
Well, the ones in the papers? I've never met an Aether rat, so I honestly don't know how much of it is true or not. However, they're supposed to be benevolent, aren't they? They keep our islands in the sky, and in exchange, they get the Undercity, but everyone knows that. I've heard they generally keep to themselves. Except when outsiders sneak into their tunnels. Also, their eyes all turn into a unique shade of pale blue. They glow, too, from what I've read. Like Aether. There are journals that theorize why, but nothing concrete. Or always wasn't.
Madonna. The kid's understanding is as accurate as a stained mirror. Better clear things up before we go in.
Yeah, we should probably set her straight. She's very naive.
Look, you can't rely on the stories you read in the papers. You want to avoid getting grounded? Don't call them Aether rats. They're Aetheniers, and they're good people. I'm guessing you've never met one?
No. There were rules. We weren't really supposed to interact with them. Or see them.
They don't want to be seen down here either. Too many people can't stand the idea that an island floats or sinks on the whim of an Aethenier. Figure a good rat is a scared rat.
They've done it before, haven't they? I've read of islands crashing because of Aether repulsor failure. That could only be possible by sabotage.
And blow themselves up out of spite? No island falls without a baron behind it and a list of dead Aetheniers trying to stop it. The world down here isn't one you'll find in your books. Keep that in mind. Now, where's that door?
Okay. North Bright Street Harbor. Okay, so things to touch. Let's touch. So I've got a crate.
Among the fleet of crates, I spy one out of step. Whoever had nailed this one shut had done a hack job, leaving behind a wobbly lid and a crack just big enough for a finger.
Okay, let's force that crate open.
I stick my finger through the hole, angling past jagged slivers and crooked nails until I find a solid grip. I pull, fighting the groaning, shuddering lid. It gives up with a pop.
Let me check that one because I'm pretty sure that should actually be correct what you're writing. So, and I want to make sure that it's not like... Okay. This one's on me. It's spelt wrong. You've got the question right. I will have to fix it up after the question's answered, but I've misspelt Bilbo. It's spelt in the thing as Biblo. Well, at least I checked. That's why I've got the numbers there so that I can check. Biblo. Biblo and then Baggins. It's Bib, so Biblo. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I can save it now. Yeah, I'm not sure when I typed that one. I might have been like half asleep or something when I did it, so okay, continue. Okay. Ooh, hello. Brass knuckles. Alright. And creative components. Okay, T. Take all. Hey. That'll be the symbol that we're looking for.
Careful strokes of paint form an innocuous symbol of a rat matching the sketch Cress gave me. This is the right place.
Shopping for trouble? Or just sightseeing real close?
Jeepers! Gia?
A pauper. One of the murderous specters slithering freely through every pipe, waiting to brutalize passers-by. If you listen to the stories. Scary as he is, he's more sentinel than specter.
And you got it?
Looking for you, actually. We're friends of Cress Carter. She sent us to ask about a missing car.
Other guess was Coldplay.
Cress Carter?
Strange. Cress's name should mean something. Either he's greener than he looks or he doesn't trust my word. I might need something to loosen his tongue.
Alright, so let's find out who he is.
Name's Gia Randazzo. Who are you if you don't know Cress Carter?
Maybe I know her. Don't know you. Neither of you.
Well, if what you need is an introduction, my name is Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Pleased to meet you.
Don't shake hands with strangers, let alone topsiders.
He threatens to disappear back into the shadows and leave us without a way in. But then he pauses.
Doctor? What type of doctor?
Oh, theoretical aethonics. Now, I don't have the experience one of you Aethoniers have with the practical side, but I do know my way around an Aether core. I was actually hoping I could find out a little more about maintenance techniques down here.
You know anything about hydraulic engineering?
No, but I'm a quick study.
Alright, who are you guarding? Okay, so we've got, we can unlock, and that's going to advance the thing.
But we're not looking for trouble. Like I said, just need info.
Could be a couple of terriers and maybe some topsiders looking for some fun.
Just look at her. And if either of us were terriers, you and I both know this conversation would have gone very differently.
You're right, she doesn't. Too shiny. Looking to see how the other half live, eh, sweetheart?
I beg your pardon. I'm not a terrier, whatever those are, and I am not some tourist.
A terrier, sweetheart. Are the ugly bastards who keep us Aethoniers in line. That's how I got these. Every slip-up and slowdown adds to the contract, and I mark each one so they don't get from me a second more.
There's so many.
I'll be paying off my time till the day I die, and hopefully not a moment longer.
Okay.
I'm looking for a car. 35 Chimera.
Pretty fancy. And what would a car like that be doing in a place like this?
Some goon in a black hat stole it. Figured he'd try to dump it once he got what he wanted.
Pity.
Okay, so we can ask about the hydraulic engineering.
You're having a problem with your water supply?
War's changed priorities for the Undercity. Water's being rerouted, and there's not enough of the good stuff to go around.
Is it a filtration issue? Something pressure-related? Or does it have to do with the temperature regulation?
Don't know. Sounds like you might know a thing or two, though.
The pauper sinks deep into thought. We might as well be having a conversation with a statue.
Friends with Cress Carter, huh? All right.
The armed shadow stares blankly towards us, his pale blue glass eyes casting unknown intent at me and the kid before pounding the space behind him.
And watch yourself.
He melts back into the industrial decay behind him, never once taking his eyes off us. His disembodied voice echoing out one last time.
Or you'll see us again real soon.
Every darkened cranny becomes a potential peephole while we stand there.
It's
like
some
walking
club.
to confession blindfolded in a
Hi,
packed
Renegade.
cathedral. I can feel hundreds of unseen eyes watching, waiting for a single misstep.
Can we do the thing for Renegade, please? There you go, the Breakfast Club. That's it. Stretch. Yesterday you didn't do stream because you weren't feeling good. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better today. Thank you, Gal. Currently on the hashtag route to 800s. Yay for goals. Okay, I'm glad to hear it's gone and you're feeling better. Hey.
He gave me the heebie-jeebies. Do you think he...
She's interrupted by a gush of stale air riding the echoes of countless thumping Aether machines.
Okay, so... Yeah. That's what it says, until and including Assassin's Creed 3. Okay, Alexander, okay.
Topsiders? Why are you here? Hurry, out with it, we're busy.
Lexi, shh. If Harold let them through.
Harold's been wrong before.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my husband, Alexander.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie. This is Gia. We're not here to bother you while you work on... Oh, is that part of an Aether substructure power converter? I've always wondered about the older infrastructure.
Nellie, that's not why we're...
That'd have to be Google and you can't be asked to Google.
Right. Gia's friend, Cress, she's an Aethanier also. She sent us here because we need your help to find this car of ours that has some important stuff hidden away inside.
Too desperate, too vulnerable. I lob a cough towards Nellie, hoping she'd quit her rambling so I could get a word in.
Cress sent you? That girl. Fine, let's hear it.
Hey, how do you know Cress?
You and Cress close.
We're Aether rats. We're all related. One big happy family.
There's no way to skip it unless the answer comes in, or it skips automatically after a period of time. She went for 28. It does two things. They're bragging rights. Occasionally I do giveaways where those points are currency. And you can also use them for yeah, stuff and things in there. Hey, where's my thing? Alright.
Lexi, don't be an ass. They're Cress's friends. At least be nice for her sake.
Need more first, need to be ranked. Okay. Yeah, you made the comment of you thought it was supposed to be 24-hour. Her response is fine. Everything is fine.
She's running around with all these topsiders causing trouble. And now she risks the three of us. She should know better.
I don't know how people do more than 24 hours. I don't know how people do 24 hours. She says, knowing that she did 24 hours the other day. But barely. I was like... Okay, so she went... That's how she did more than 24 hours. She went for sleep for a bit and put what... Yeah, when I did... I did have a portion of words on stream when I did my 24-hour stream, but it was literally while I ate food. I had it on. Okay, continue.
It's a subtle movement. Alexander sends an involuntary glance towards Maria's abdomen before matching my eyes. I couldn't be sure if he was angrier that I caught him, or that he slipped something so personal.
Okay.
These tunnels...
Yeah, I used to do 24-hour streams kind of on the fly without any preparation. Like, it would be where it would just go from like, there used to be channel point goals, and as soon as that was hit, that particular stream turned into a 24-hour, so I would often do it without, like, notice. Now, like, the one I did last week was, like, the first 24-hour stream I've done in a long, long time. And I did need to prep for it. I didn't stream for a couple of days beforehand. And I slept all day before to make sure I was going to be fine. And then I still hit, like, the 22-hour mark, and I was like, I want to sleep. I need sleep. Your streams are around 10 to 18, depending on how caught in the game you play in. If you didn't have work, you'd have one. Like a channel point redeem for 24 hours, or these tunnels.
They're so big. Where did they go? Everywhere? Can you get to any part of the island from here? Have you ever gotten lost?
I've known too many smugglers who've disappeared trying to find their way through Aether rat tunnels. Success promises an unseen and untraceable smuggling route. Failure costs you your life.
No. Aether rats don't get lost. We can smell our way through miles of...
Lexi, would you cut that out, please? It's an innocent enough question.
This tunnel can get you through most of the barren, if you know where you are going. But don't try it. You'll end up stuck in the dark or taking a one-way trip to Old New York.
You used to be able to do no problem. Age just caught up with you a bit. In my case, I wouldn't call it age has caught up with me, but a big part of what when I was doing 24-hour streams, like, it was before how do I word it? I wasn't as chatty or as energetic or that as I am now. So streaming, like, takes more out of me these days than it did back then. Simply because I am doing, like, the chatting thing, especially because I talk with my hands. So yeah. Used to have 2 jobs, 1 night shift, 1 day shift. Not sleeping is something I got used to and sleep out of necessity these days. Yeah, I go through periods of time where I will do a thing where I don't sleep for days on end. Or I run on, like, a couple of hours of sleep. And I'll do that for several weeks. And then I will go through phases where I have a normal sleep schedule and I get a good amount of sleep. I'm at an in-between at the moment. Basically, I go to sleep after stream, which is normally, like, I normally finish at 2 o'clock my time. So I'm in bed by about 3:30 in the morning now. And then I wake up at 8. So I get, like, 5 hours sleep, is what I'm averaging a night at the moment. So I will I'll end up doing that still until my body decides that I need more sleep, and then it'll be like 12-hour stretches of sleep, which will cut into other stuff, and it's a pain in the ass. Hey,
A 35 Chimera, dumped recently. Have you seen anything? Alexander breaks his scowl with an impish eye and a cracked smile. He knows exactly what we want, and he is going to wring us dry for it.
Maybe. We'll need something in return, though.
Okay.
Harold says you know hydraulic engineering. Is this true? Can you create substitute filtration parts?
With the right equipment and a blueprint, maybe? I don't have any on hand, though. I'd also need time to formulate possible solutions.
Maybes are not enough. We need working parts, now. Eli's new war means that all non-essential requisitions are delayed. That includes water filtration equipment for the Undercity. Now, our water is becoming Aether-tainted.
Ooh.
We can't afford any more of us getting sick. Eli's terriers are already forcing longer and longer shifts to compensate for the fewer numbers.
That's terrible. Of course we'll help. We'll get you everything you need. How do we...
Hang on a sec. Before we agree to anything, I need to know what we're getting into. How much is this info going to cost me?
Water filtration parts, new ones. 1 or 2 crates should do the trick. The more the better.
Hey, why are the parts delayed?
Aether should have priority. But Eli's leaving you without water?
Should be, but the Baroness quartermaster says the war means less for us and more for the army.
He's a good man at heart. We have leeway with him, more than with the other officers, but...
Ratsuko's a soldier, not a man. He's choked us from the supplies we need for years. Now, with the war, he has every excuse to squeeze tighter.
How'd any part of White Street lose out on clean water? I thought that's all Eli cared about, aside from his wars.
But if your leg gets worse, you may have to quit work, so 24-hour streams may be the only thing you can do. Ooh. Even then, I wouldn't recommend, like, streaming, like, constantly. Because where do you find time to network or, like, create content on other platforms if all you do is stream? Yeah.
Our water is kept separate from the rest of the Baron's supply. That way, terriers can reward us with clean water if we run low.
With our own supply of fresh water becoming smaller, we have to use water tainted by Aether use. Or find ways to make the terriers give us extra.
Okay, you don't mean every stream, just mean... Yeah, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, gotcha. Like, I actually do know of a streamer, though, who literally does a 24-hour... Like, he streams every day still. But he literally does a 24-hour stream every 48 hours. Like, it's insane. Every stream would be a permanent stream.
Why would Eli risk the lives of his Aethaniers? You keep his islands afloat. If you all start falling sick, his islands are going to start dropping too.
Like, my longest stream, though, was 4 days. And it was, but with that, in that 4 days though, there was sleep. There was sleep in those 4 days. Like it was a birthday subathon a few years back, and basically when I was going to sleep, I would pause the timer. I'd put like, one of my YouTube playlists for my YouTube on, and with like a message saying, Sandy is sleeping, timer is paused. You can still add to the timer if you want, but enjoy this content from Sandy's YouTube while she sleeps, and then I'd be back. Like, it wasn't like some of the subathons that I see where like it's labeled a subathon, but like there's no gap. Like it's done during like their normal stream schedule. It's confusing. I don't know what the standard is supposed to be for that. Gotta think of a good goal to do your maid stream.
We asked his terriers the same question. All we get back is, get back to work.
You'll have those parts. But I'll want to know where my car is as soon as we're back.
You have a deal. Thank you.
Don't trust the quartermaster. And watch yourself around the scrapyard. It's a dangerous place. And Gia.
The man leans forward, grabbing my arm and pulling me in close out of earshot of his wife.
Do not bring any heat back here. If you risk the safety of my family, then you can consider your car lost for good. Here. This address used to house a friend of the rats. It's empty now. Use it to lie low if you can't help yourself from getting into trouble.
Alex releases his stone grip and a slip of paper into my hand. Nellie takes his quick, hushed intercession as a desperate request for success.
We'll get everything you need. I promise.
Poor kid. She has no idea.
Okay, so... Okay, so back. 500 follower goal, or should do like a biddy goal? I would say 500 followers. But that's just what I would do. Okay, find the quartermaster in the scrapyard. Okay.
We're stopped at a checkpoint manned by White Street officers whose sneers are tighter than their uniforms. I get the feeling these are no shift-clocking schlubs. All whitecaps stink like rotten pork, but these ones seem to be wrapped in fancier dumplings.
Who are they?
If I had to guess, White Street Intelligence. General Eli's secret police.
Oh boy.
You said it. Just keep cool. After a moment of tense quiet, they wave us through.
Like, for every X amount of bits, do a small wheel. For every X... Yeah, you could do that for those. And, yeah. But I think the maid stream, yeah, I think that should be a follower goal. At least the first time. Get Sky to put your hair in pigtails. Okay, so we have an ad break that wants to do its thing. I need more coffee. Because I still have another demo to do after this one, and I don't think this demo is going to be done anytime soon. I'll be back. Before I go, yeah, use the break thing that we've been doing is, yeah, we've been using break times to network. So if you stream, let us know. Tell us what you stream, when you stream, all of that fun stuff so you guys can get to know each other, follow each other, check each other out. I'll be back.
What are you doing? What in the world? What is it? Whoa! Whoa! Can't do that. Whoa!
Christ, what is it? Aren't you supposed to be married?
Like, that wasn't the jump I was trying to do. We're doing jumping jacks. Oh, pit crew!
Pit crew's open!
Okay, break time.
Okay.
Pit crew. Okay. This is gonna suck. Because I'm so bad at the lock picking. She says that she gets one in one shot. But she's not gonna do it with this because she's bad at it. I'm making myself look good. Oh, I'm suddenly reminded that I need to do a thing. And that I forgot to do a thing. Let me finish building my thing, and then I'll do the thing.
Can you not hurt my brain, please?
I'm sorry, but my brain can't word right now. Where'd it go? If it's not Thomas the Tank Engine that's going to be the death of me during this video. There's another one to turn down. I mean, something exploded. It was blowing.
You would have hit the gas tank or something. Yeah, there was a gas tank on that house. You killed your guy. You killed your bot, bro. Yeah, he died. Is she just shooting herself? What is she doing? Why did I hire her? Let's get away from her. I don't think anyone's there. She's crazy. I'm not shooting anybody.
Or something.
Oh no, I see a frog. I see a frog. Sandy, come through. They're just trying to. I don't think they're actually animals. Like they don't move when I bump into them, and I can walk straight through them. On the lily pads. Sandy, I found a people frog.
Hello, friends.
You don't see them. They're right in front of you. There's 3 of them.
Oh, well, that's Sandy. What the fuck?
Hello, Snoop Froggy Frog.
Okay, look at either my.
Die! What the fuck are you? No! What the fuck was that?
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice master stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants.
Officer.
The zipper, it's
Oh no, not the zipper.
She rolls over to the other end of her table with her chair, looking for something to grab from the toolbox.
A tool to get the zipper open.
The noise that it's making is so fucking cute. I get to pet the monkey. What an unpleasant way to die. I mean, he was asleep, but being stabbed in the dick while you're sleeping.
Gotta go.
Hey! 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 Not helping no one now.
Ah!
Hey, doggy poggy. Yeah, boy.
Have some pants bone. Okay.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but it'll work.
I said pants bone because it was a bone he pulled out of his pants. But I just realized that what I've said is... And you can complement the sexiness with my leveling. Like, there's a couple of holes that will need filling, but... that could be taken entirely out of context.
Yeah, don't say.
I want to have a look at these houses. Actually, no! No, I don't! Chloe! Chloe! I'm gonna die! No! Out of the car! Out of the car! On the bike! On the bike! On the bike! They can shoot me from the bike! Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. You die? You die? Everyone dies! Oh! I had that. I had that. I had that the butterfly ran away. Ass. A big crinkly penis started growing. Oh! A big, crinkly penis started growing on Morgan's forehead. What the fuck are you doing? Making you respect my authority. Oh yeah, how would you like to suck both my dicks? The penis grew bigger and bigger. You could even see the pubic hair fusing with Morgan's eyebrows. I'm trying to keep a straight face and actually narrate this in the same way that you would expect this to be narrated. Yeah. Is that how you like? Yeah, there's some really sus clips in there. That particular demo, I was not expecting some of the stuff that came out of that demo. In that same demo, there's another clip where my mind went to a really weird place because, yeah, it was talking about cows and cows with dildos and, yeah. Okay. So, continue.
All right, move along.
Okay.
Apparently, we're not the particular field mice these hawks are hunting for, and I'm not about to give them a second chance to swoop. As we burn Aether and leave them behind, I let out a breath I didn't realize I'd been holding.
Whew. I hope that won't be a problem on the way back.
Okay, so, yeah, still heading here. Okay, let me see if that actually makes a difference in, like, trying to figure out whether... Okay, so I know you're trying to go for ranked. No, I'm not even ranked. Like, I don't know how to set like ranks. But if you're looking for like if you're looking to get into like the top the top percentages and stuff, basically the person with the most points has 524,000. You can do that. So how much did the points thing say you had? Renegade's got twice as many as you do. Because like the bot counts time in chat as like counts your lurking times. It works in like the same it's not just, you're not just going to get them from the trivia questions, like, so okay. The bot points. You've got twice as many as Kale has currently. Because, not quite twice as much. Because Kale's got like 27,000. You have 40,000. Okay. Okay.
If the lifeblood of White Street is industrial refuse, then the scrapyard is its beating heart. From his steel parapet overlooking the yard, the quartermaster governs this realm of rubble with determination.
Okay.
I spot a crate of water filter parts inside the quartermaster's office. Can't lift him while he's standing there, though. Like his scrapyard, the quartermaster's in a perpetual state of activity. Maybe a nice turkey club once in a while might have resulted in fewer gray hairs for the old soldier. The quartermaster is a decorated veteran and displays his war memorabilia with pride. Strikes the main lot is in constant noisy motion, a cacophony of combustion engines and sparking steel. When you look past the grime, it's a place of ferocious efficiency and discipline. Not while he's here.
Okay, so we will have to go through things when he's... Okay. We need to
The
kind of lure him
quartermaster
away.
would have a friendly, likable face if it wasn't lined with the stress and fatigue of a lifetime of devotion to Eli. It's clear as we approach he's neglecting 7 other things by talking to us. Sergeant Major Lutzko, I'm Gia Rendazzo, and this is Nellie.
Okay.
Pleasure, girls. Sorry about the state of things around here. I don't often host such fine company. What brings you to the scrapyard?
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. You see, we're looking for...
Just a few minutes of your time, then we'll get out of your hair. Sir, how do you get along with the Aethoniers in White Street?
They keep to their own, mostly. That's fine by me. Why?
Well, they're not getting the supplies they need to survive, you see.
And you're what? Their lawyers or something?
Okay, so, okay. High heat improves brass talent checks but worsens hustle checks. Low heat does the opposite. Okay. High heat also leads to more enemies in combat. Okay.
His eyelid twitches. He's getting impatient already.
Okay, so let's ask about Eli.
So I take it you served with General Tillinghast, is that right? Where were you posted?
Yeah, the Philippines. Tough tour. Wouldn't have made it without the General. Saved my sorry hide more times than I care to count. Ah, but you don't want to hear about all that.
I think you must have been very brave to do what you did. And it's plain to see you and the General are very close. He's lucky to have you around, I think.
You're sweet as a Georgia peach, ain't you? Thanks, Missy. He's an extraordinary man. A real visionary, you know?
And what's he envisioning for White Street exactly?
The General's been beating back the Huns at our gates for as long as anyone can remember. You mark my words, ladies. These islands will never fall. And one day they'll be shinier than the heights.
Stars fill the old soldier's eyes, a proud stiffness rejuvenating his weary frame. Talking about his boss transforms him into a younger and more zealous figure. It's almost tender, in a strange, skin-crawling kind of way.
Okay, what do you mean about
deal
lawyers?
with a lot of lawyer types?
There are Aethonier lawyers? Do they go to law school? Can they go to law school? What sort of law do they practice?
The sneaky kind, sweetheart. Yes, the rats have pet snakes, and thankfully, no, we don't get a lot of them up here. They're nothing but trouble.
Oh.
Burrowed into their libraries of theirs, poring over contracts, looking for loopholes, taking advantage of the system, making a lot of red tape and wasted time for people like me.
He scowls. I decide it's best we ease off. Well, that's just what we want to avoid. Forget I said anything.
Okay, so I could cut to the chase. Or I could do... Okay, so... under both circumstances, they're both... they're both medium, and I need... They're both the same percentage. What do we reckon? Should I cut to the chase or charm him? I might go with charm him.
Look, you whitecaps are all about honor, right? You understand what an oath is. We made a promise to help these people, and we intend to keep it.
Where you two been hiding, huh? White Street could use a couple more women like you. Ah, hell. Look, I'm really busy. I'm gonna be in my office, stuck staring at paperwork. I assume you can show yourselves out? You follow?
It isn't permission. The old bastard would kill me if we ever ended up on opposite sides of a fight. But it's a chance. Yes, we do. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping by, ladies.
With a forced smile, he picks up a clipboard and walks off, shouting orders down at machine operators and leaving us to look out over the yard alone.
Okay.
The gangway behind us squeals under a heavy step, and I turn to see a black-clad stiff trying to pass us a counterfeit smile. He puts down a half-drunk carton of milk and goose steps into our path, ever so politely blocking our exit.
Good afternoon. Intelligence Officer Randall Pitt. And you are?
His feet are welded to the iron below, and the pins on his jacket identify him as one of the highest-ranking hogs in the White Street pen. There's no moving this one unless he wants to move. Gia Rendazzo, and this is my sister, Nell.
A pleasure, madams. And what, may I ask, is the purpose of your meeting with Quartermaster Lutzko today?
What's it to you, Mac? The officer's eyes flick upward, scanning my face with the practiced arrogance of a bully who's never had to throw a single punch. I return his gaze with a frosted steel stare of my own.
Miss Randazzo, was it? Just a few questions and you can be on your way. No need for you to escalate this.
His reptilian eyes flick from me to Nellie, greedily drinking in her details. This one's the type to seek out power and authority purely as an excuse to start fires wherever he wants. And he's oily enough to be a hazard around any open flame. We were just hoping Lutzko could help us find something.
And what is it you're hoping to find?
Excuse me, but don't you think that's a bit personal?
Run-of-the-mill scrap. Spare parts. I got this lemon, see, and she needs a lot of love.
I see. And what is it you do for a living, exactly?
Cargo transport mostly. Interbarony import-export.
Really? And do you enjoy it?
Oh, always. He catches the sarcasm like a maniac shortstop and offers a wan little smile.
Okay, I think we've got this.
Listen to me prattle on. I get flustered when faced with such ravishing beauty, you see. For sisters, you don't look that much alike. Do people tell you that often?
Oh, he's loving this. Savoring every second like we're a pair of potato knish, fresh out of the oven. Which means, of course, he's about to bite.
I trust a pair of such good little New York girls would promptly report it if they were made aware of any illicit activity on the part of Sergeant Major Lutzko. Correct?
What do you mean, illicit?
Oh, you know, illegal, wrong, things that would demand a transfer of leadership here into more capable hands. Anything he shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
How would I know what he should or shouldn't be doing? His smile flashes in and out of existence so quick, you could argue it never happened. In an instant, his officious familiarity vanishes.
How charming. Now, you and your sister can testify to what you know, or we can take this up with General Tillinghast. Your choice.
Doesn't take a genius to figure Lutzko's into something dirtier than his own soot-stained uniform. I share a look with Nellie, whose sparkling eyes are relying on me to navigate us out of these shark-infested waters.
Okay.
What's he in trouble for, anyway?
Treason, malfeasance, embezzlement. Supplies deemed vital to the war effort have disappeared, only to be found later on the black market or in the possession of degenerates.
He didn't need to specify which degenerates he was referring to. Apparently rats wasn't cruel enough.
The punishment for which is death, of course, by grounding.
Okay. Grounding. Okay, given that they're in like a floating city, I'm assuming grounding means he gets thrown off the edge of the city and falls to his death to the ground below. That is what I think grounding is.
Grounding? Is that...
Yeah, kid. The long drop and the sudden stop.
It's justice, my dear. Traders pay their deficit in loyalty with blood.
Okay, let's try.
I'll tell you what I don't know. Why I've never met you before. Promoted recently? A hungry look comes over him, like a fox delighted by the rabbit who dares to fight back.
I pride myself on subtlety, my dear. Nobody knows I'm around, unless I want them to.
That sounds more like pounding. Well, they're like really, really high in the sky. It's essentially, grounding is essentially what would happen if you were pushed out of a plane without a parachute. You're gonna go splat pancake. Oh, actually, I don't think you would pancake. I think you would hit the ground and just kind of, with enough force that you would just kind of explode into chunks.
How nice for us. He's inching closer, and his military-issue aftershave doesn't do much to mask the fetid milk stink of his breath. I maintain the distance between us. Not rude, but not too subtle either. He squints, unsmiling.
Let's get back to the topic at hand, shall we?
I'm gonna play dumb because,
Look, pal, we just met the guy. Do whatever you want, it's got nothing to do with us. Now, we got business to take care of, so if you don't mind... A sneer paints itself slowly across the officer's mug. If he had an angle, he'd use it. But he doesn't.
Very well. It was a distinct pleasure. Till we meet again.
Oh, thank you, officer. Goodbye.
He peels himself out of our path as slowly and painfully as an overglued bandage on a fresh wound. With a final colorless smile, he turns towards the quartermaster's office. Inside, Let's Go spots him, and the old man's Adam's apple bounces like a kid on a trampoline.
You think it'd be more of a splat? Like, it would be splats as you explode. Like...
I don't think I like that Officer Pitt very much.
That's only because you've got working eyes and ears. Stay away from him, all right?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Still, seems to me we've got options.
Your head would explode, but you'd be dead before you hit the ground anyway, or at least passed out. Probably, yeah. Because of, like, all of that force, and it just kind of, yeah.
We do?
Well, whether we play it the quartermaster's way, or throw him under Pitt's repulsors, you and I still come out with the parts for Alexander and Maria.
I see. But what'll happen to the scrapyard if the quartermaster's arrested by White Street Intelligence?
You never know. Let's Go seems all right, but he's not exactly running a tight ship here. With someone like Pitt in charge, the Aetherians might get more reliable supplies.
But then the restrictions imposed on them may get even worse. Boy, there aren't any easy answers in the lowers, are there?
You catch on fast for an academic.
Gia, the water filtration pieces we need, where do they originate from?
Well, White Street reuses whatever they can. Old coffee makers, radiator grills. If you can find it down in the burrows, then you pile it onto the beanstalk and it gets carted up here.
Oh, of course. Well, then it's simple, isn't it? We just go there and grab some supplies while they're in transit.
I must be giving her a real scorcher of a look, because she blushes pinker than a spring tulip. You're suggesting we raid a cargo shipment. You're suggesting we steal something?
Well, it's a solution, isn't it? I'm trying to get into the lower spirit.
The embarrassment and excitement fighting for real estate on her face have me this close to throwing an arm around her shoulders and tussling her hair. Let's go, Principessa.
Okay. Search the first island for water filter parts. Second.
Just out of reach.
Alright, back to White Street. Okay, so, okay. We've got, like, I want to say missions. Okay, so we might as well go here first. Yeah, we'll go here first, because that's the clearest, most direct.
This is the closest to the burrows I've been in years. If I look off the edge, I might even be able to see where I was born. I keep my distance.
Gia, what's that?
She points out the passenger window at the dark shape of a scrapper clunker, its burnished surface glinting as it swoops down to intercept us. Its markings, from grease-splashed like war paint across the hood to the scars and gouges of previous fights, suggest a high rank. That is who we're here to find. As the car pulls up alongside us, an even and untroubled voice squawks out at us.
Hello there. Looking for something, little bird?
He didn't open the dialogue by opening fire, so I take that as an encouraging sign. Nellie's looking at me expectantly. I better choose my words carefully as we pull over.
I could pay him for the parts, fight him. I'm going to ask about the quartermaster.
You familiar with White Street's quartermaster?
Let's go. Sure. He's the only man who puts food on my table.
The scrapper leans out his window and proffers a folded piece of paper. I can see the quartermaster's stamp even before I grab it. It's a personal letter, promising pay for extra security for the Lutzko's goods as they travel the beanstalk. That's quite the arrangement you've got yourself. Wish my family'd been that lucky.
You from the boroughs?
Siltside, long time ago. Had to find a different way out.
Siltside? Couldn't be. Nobody comes out of there in one piece.
Who says I'm in one piece? The rolling rumble of his laugh matches the cadence of his engine. Mind if I keep this? Could come in handy.
Sure, I've got more at home. The man loves his correspondence.
Okay, let's ask about
How are things groundside these days? It's been a while.
Same as always.
The bitterness in his voice betrays no lie. The burrows are still the same as I left them. Hot in the daytime, freezing at night. Harsh winds carrying skin-slicing dust. Short on clean water, fresh food, and hope.
Okay.
Some things never change. I still hang my boots out the window at night.
You really are a Burroughs kid.
The scrapper and I share a sharp-toothed grin, and I savor the puzzled look on Nellie's face.
Okay, either way I can leave peacefully. Let's pay for parts.
I'm not here to steal from anybody. I'll pay for what I claim. I'm looking for water filter parts. Got any on you?
Matter of fact, I do have something that might work in a pinch.
Okay, let's leave peacefully.
Guess we go our separate ways then.
Fine by me. You be careful out there.
His engine roars as he peels away, and I hear Nellie exhale next to me.
Okay. So that's that one. Okay, so we'll do this one and then, yeah.
The busted chunk of an island's underside rusts in the sun, laying precariously on a crushed tenement building. Broken detritus and snapped cabling hangs down close to the street.
Oh, this is perfect! See that? If that old Aether repulsor's not damaged, the parts could easily be repurposed for water filtration.
Gotta go sort some stuff out. No problem, KL. You do the things that you need to do. Appreciate you. Alright, let's help Nellie.
Once we're parked, she runs off and gets to work, untangling pieces of equipment, reaching up on her tippy toes to pull down bundles of wire. She turns back to me.
Well, start over there with the equalizer piping.
I can't fathom what she wants me to do, so I start tugging on pieces of scrap and hope for the best. My clumsy efforts shake loose a metal assembly, and it nearly cracks open my coconut.
Ooh.
If you don't know what you're doing, stay out of the way. I'll do it myself.
I wait by the car till Nellie comes over with an armful of useful parts. She gives me a glare, and I can't help but feeling like I'm back in primary school. At least it's only my pride that took a beating this time.
Okay.
There's no mistaking the throaty grumble of a scrapper rig on the prowl, all sizzling oil and sparking ozone. Many scrappers are perfectly decent people just trying to survive. I can tell without looking that ain't the case with this one.
Couple of floaters all alone, eh? Easy pickings.
Okay.
Hey, we staked our claim on this scrap.
Tough luck.
Too bad. Finders keepers, pal.
Okay. Combat is dynamic. Look for obstacles and lane changes could damage or even destroy a vehicle. Okay. Alright, so I probably want to move out of the... Okay. Okay, end turn. Hey, that bystander wasn't my fault though, so okay. Okay. Okay, he did. Bye-bye.
You all right?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. You grew up with those people?
A different time, kid. A different life.
Victory! Okay. What do we get? More scrap metal, creative components, and small... Okay. Okay, so I probably should go to the garage.
We can repair our vehicle here or buy some parts.
Okay, so I want to store... No, I want to... Okay, so I can add some stuff. Alright, what can I make? Okay. Yes, confirm. Okay. I like this color. Okay, let's go back to White Street now. Okay.
For a moment, I think I'm seeing things. Looks like a scrap pile is moving all by itself. Until I spot the dark shapes of street urchins on its surface, like flies gnawing a steak left out in the sun. Hey, Seen anything around here we could use for water filtration?
I'm not sure they'll be familiar with that sort of terminology, Gia. What about...
You mean like mechanical or fancy carbon type? Ain't seen none today, but Spunky found a whole box of rubber flanges yesterday. No cracks or nothing. You want it? You gotta pay.
I'm too busy enjoying the shock on Nellie's face to notice the White Street Patrol car pull around into my blind spot.
Okay.
You ain't authorized to be here.
Okay. That needs a 9+. Let's just pay for the parts.
Fair, kid. But if it doesn't work, I'm coming back. The urchin flashes a wide coffee brown grin as he grabs my offering and gives me the part.
It'll work. Promise.
Okay.
Not what the Aethoniers are looking for, but it'll come in handy.
All right, enough. All of yous clear out.
Okay. So, leave the scrapyard. Okay, so we're going back here. Oh, surprise encounter.
Intelligence officers swarm every path out of the scrapyard. Their black uniforms dotting the landscape like spots on a coal-black Dalmatian.
Hey, that doesn't sound good.
There's so many, Gia.
There's no getting through that without staining that dress of yours. We'll have to go back to Pitt if we want out of here alive. When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a troop of secret police attending Lutzko and Pitt inside. Neither one looks pleased to be sharing the same air with the other.
I suppose this is what they call the moment of truth?
You suppose right. How do you want to play it? She looks surprised, as though she didn't expect me to source an opinion. You want to learn how things work in the lowers, Doctor? There's the tough choice and the tougher choice. So choose.
Well, as I said, I'm not exactly well-versed in White Street military politics, and I've only gathered minimal data on the relevant parties so far. There are other considerations, too, like...
No, you're overthinking it. What does your gut tell you?
It tells me we should help the quartermaster. Even if times are tough for Alexander and Maria. I can't see them improving if that pitman takes control here.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like Lutzko can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table. No easy way out. There never is. I open the door to the office, and the Whitecaps look up expectantly.
Okay.
Ladies, you're back. I was just...
Ah, the Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
Okay, so... I could side with and play dumb in both of those, or I can do the easy roll and side with the secret police and show proof for the quartermaster's corruption. This one's going to be the easiest one to roll, but let's... Like, if I show that... Alright, this is a tough choice. Alright. This is where my mouse is, so I'm going to go with this. Okay.
You realize you have a serious scrapper problem in White Street, right? They're practically on your doorstep, but you're too busy shaking down your own officers to notice. Intelligence Officer Pitt regards us as one might the brown patch on their recently chomped apple.
Thank you for your candor, Miss Randazzo. We'll look into it. Well, Sergeant Major, I suppose that about wraps it up for today.
Then, suddenly, he's all smiles, acting for all the world as though we're just finishing a convivial tea luncheon. His tone is the only thing that's pleasant about him as he leans in.
If we meet again, Miss Randazzo, our conversation won't be nearly as pleasant as today's.
Oh. He gestures to his goon squad and they tromp out. Lutzko wipes his brow. We bought the old soldier some breathing room, for all the good it'll do. But we're also on Pitt's blacklist. We'll have to watch our backs in this barony from now on.
Okay. Yay! Mission! Okay, end conversation. Alright.
Once Pitt and his pal are gone,
You owe me.
Lutzko shuffles towards me and Nellie. He's wringing his hands like a chicken's neck.
I don't know what to say. You ladies saved my skin today.
You freaking owe me.
Oh, it was our pleasure, sir.
The kid's sincerity flatters him, and some color comes back into his cheeks. I lean into his space, interrupting his growing self-confidence. That it was, sir. And we couldn't possibly accept any generous tokens of your gratitude. Recognition flashes in his eyes. To his credit, the old mustard-stained mutt catches on quick.
No, I insist. Listen, you ever need anything, you just let your old quartermaster know. I got plenty of stuff you'd find use for.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, crate of cigars. Okay, gimme. Gimme.
Well, like I said, busy day. Thanks again, ladies.
White Street's scrapyard monarch scurries away with all the decorum of a chastised court jester. In a moment, it's just me and Nellie, and the wide expanse of White Street.
Okay. Let's go back to where we need to go.
I'm running with too much heat, and with a fever like this, I can't risk spreading it to Alex and Maria. We need to pull over, lie low, and let the Whitecaps move on. There's a place nearby.
Ooh, a safe house! That's so exciting! We're like spies or undercover agents. I'm not tired, so I can take first watch if you need a nap. Though I don't have a gun. Do you have an extra?
Kid, if we need guns at a safe house, it's not doing its job, and we're in a world of hurt.
Okay, so new location unlocked. Safe house. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to the safe house.
You read my mind, kid. It's a grubby ground floor room in an abandoned tenement. The building's ghosts peer out at us from the woodwork. I see Nellie dodge a shattered light fixture, tiptoeing around the glass shards.
This is the place?
You were expecting the Ritz? It's quiet, kid. That's what counts. The minutes bleed together as the lights outside trace an arc across the floor.
Alright, let's have a poke around for anything valuable. Like, it's a hard roll, but if we can do it, like, we might come across something. Okay, it doesn't look like that's necessarily hurt us at all, though.
The place had been picked clean, but there's nothing clean about it. It's empty and spent.
Is it safe now? Can we leave?
Yeah. Drink it in, kid. We won't be seeing this place again.
Okay. Okay, so my heat's gone down, and it looks like we're going to end up at the checkpoint on our way there, so...
The checkpoint's still abuzz with angry White Street wasps, their stingers twitching in search of some flesh. Traffic grinds to a stop. Soldiers and intelligence officers are casing each car for contraband.
Okay, you may be searched for contraband. Your heat plays a large role in how you will be treated. The higher your heat, the more likely you are to be searched. There's a chance you'll be waved straight through while traveling with low heat. Okay. Okay, continue.
After a terse chit-chat with a few guards, liberally aided by Nellie's sweet smile, they wave us through.
Open the gate. This one is free to pass.
Yay, we made it through the checkpoint unscathed. Okay, so let's head back here. Okay.
Somehow, the place looks even rougher than it did only a few hours ago. There's a pall in the air as thick as the smog. Alexander and Maria catch sight of us and head over, dropping the goggles from their stained faces and treating us to some weak but earnest smiles.
You're back. Do you have what we asked for?
Alright, let's hand it over.
I'm happy to say we were able to retrieve some excellent parts for you. Here you are.
The kid magnanimously hands over the scrap, with all the pomp of a mayor handing out the key to the city. I can do you one better. I hand over the extra parts we managed to scrounge up. Maria accepts them graciously, and Alexander puts a hand on my shoulder. His dirty cheeks are already lined where he's been crying.
I can't tell you what this means. Things have been hard. Our nephew,
His words freeze in his throat, and Maria puts a consoling arm around him.
Thank you, Gia.
And our deal?
We're true to our word. Poppers spotted a car matching your description by Hero's Arch, past the commercial district at the island's edge. Should still be there. I should tell you, though.
It's all right. Thank you. Next to me, the kid is wilted like a balloon with all the air let out. Her pretty little life in the Heights hasn't prepared her for this. She's had a double shot of reality with no chaser.
Ooh, okay.
Here, we want you to have this. It's not much, but you really stuck out your necks for us. And we look after our
Still
own.
here, I appreciate you, Tigress. Alright.
Thank you.
Yes, give me the reward.
To you as well.
Oh, money.
He bites something back, tight-lipped, but his eyes say it all. Usable scrap wasn't all we gave them today. We reminded him that not all outsiders are pinstriped jackals with a pen in their hand and gold in their smile.
Okay. So I can do some stuff with some level ups. Okay. I want that. Okay. And where are we going from there? Okay, we're going here. Hero's Arch. Alright. Got an ad break that wants to do its thing. I'm going to let the ad break do its thing. And I'm just going to quickly duck to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Do anything.
Have a look through that gap there. You may have missed it.
The window.
Look at the window.
In the rock.
Keep
You'll see it
watching.
soon.
What the fuck is that?
Right?
That looks like a brain bug from fucking Starship Troopers.
It's
Oh,
best not
that's
to ask.
That's it.
I'm starting to question whether or not this is actually a safe place to build a camp. There's another demon.
It is.
Run.
Oh, that is scary as it is.
Give some frankincense to the men at the pool, would you?
Hi, Amy.
I don't.
We can pet him. Let's pet him. Hello. Ah, hello. Look how happy he is. He is best as fox. You're so close. You're so far. My car won't move.
Good God Almighty!
Go forward.
It's out of control!
Yes, my car is definitely out of control. Ah!
Up and out!
I'm not dead. Run away. I'm not doing. Help me. I'm not saying you can't drive your boat, just don't keep it near the pier where my cadets are going to jump into it.
So you're telling me not that I can't drive my boat, but you're telling me where I can? When did you become the ruler of the water?
Sensor alert.
Just a reminder for our guests that tonight's about.
Oh god, it's the bad touch robots. Bad touch.
You have yours instead.
Look, it's burning herpes. It's a big one.
Have you up my famous tooth explosion? Just want a little word.
You'll serve me. Did you say poop explosion? Like seriously, do you guys need a toilet? Or some gastriers for that like explosive diarrhea?
But I can't find my key. And John Cleland and his friends are coming. They do so love my magic wand. Do you think you can help me find my key? I have to tidy, you see.
I am disturbed on so many levels.
It's got.
I'm on a horsey and you're not. I'm on a horsey and. Alright, we're back. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Alright, so we're heading here. Oh, surprising
I'm doing well, keeping a low profile. But today it's not enough. A White Streak guard flags me down and flashes his lights. I pull over and a young, self-important whitecap approaches my window.
Okay.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Don't play coy, miss. I just saw you toss something out of your vehicle. Was that a cigarette butt? Contraband?
He hooks a thumb through the belt loop of his trousers, smug as a schoolyard bully.
You'll have to pay the fine on this here ticket or we'll have a problem.
Alright, let's read.
I give the guard a cursory look. He rocks back on his heels absent-mindedly. Slinging tickets to fill a quota's gotta be a dull post. And if I had to guess, this guy's way behind.
Okay.
Slow day, huh?
What?
That's why you're stopping me. Gotta fill that quota no matter what, right?
I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting, miss.
Alright, I'm gonna try charming because there's a higher chance of that succeeding.
I flash the officer an easy smile and give him a small shrug in response. I get you've got a quota, and I don't envy you for it. Bet General Eli doesn't appreciate how hard it is to hand those out when it gets quiet out here, huh? His tough guy act melts in an instant, faster than ice on hot pavement.
Actually, you know, never mind. You're pretty sharp, and you're not wrong.
Take it from me, pal. There's still trouble out there if you're looking for it. But all the same, I'd appreciate not paying a fine for trouble I wasn't in.
That's plenty fair. Sorry about the stop, miss.
Okay.
No harm done. The officer jogs back to his cruiser with his tail between his legs. Looks like I'm free to go.
Yay! Okay.
My whole livelihood sits there abandoned, abused, and torched beyond recognition. Kept company only by effigies to the long dead. The smell of my burnt future still lingers in the cold air.
Okay, rip to my car then.
Oh, Gia, your car. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
The vandal who took my car apart was more butcher than surgeon, ripping out the hidden compartments and leaving a gaping hole where Nellie's briefcase had been stored. Kid. She runs forward, hoping that every desperate scavenger in a 5-mile radius had somehow missed the briefcase. They hadn't.
No.
I I suddenly feel like I'm outside my own body, looking down from above at this odd, tawdry sight. A scientist and a smuggler, hunched over the gutted corpse of a flashy import roadster. Ain't a comic panel been printed with a scene as strange as this. I nudge Nellie, motioning for her to follow me towards the edge of the island, overlooking the lowers.
Okay. Okay, so that's the island edge. Quiet Prophet, good morning. I hope your morning's going well so far. Welcome on in. Let me do a thing. My cats are about to fight. But I hope you are well.
Yeah, the fucking the graphic design bullshit. I don't understand. It's crazy. He's not even out. He's in.
It is slept in. Gonna have some breakfast / lunch.
What the fuck? Ain't no fucking way.
Stream's been good. Yeah, it's been a demo night. And this one's running a little long. So, because what I do with demo nights is like I have 6 demos. I cover them. Like, if I run over, I run over. If I cover, but if I hit like 4.5 hours of, if I haven't hit 4.5 hours of stream and I've managed to do the 6, and I keep going till I'm over 4.5 hours. But obviously, I haven't finished my 6 because we're on 8 hours. I think I'm approaching the end of this demo, and I do have one more demo after this one. So it's going to be a long stream. Okay, so
Crumbled remains of White Street's last purge. In the red flash burn when I shut my eyes, and the ozone stings in my nostrils, I feel history repeating itself.
Okay.
Among the forgotten and decayed, I almost dismiss the rotting crate as another corpse, until a glint of light calls me. Colored glass peeks through the gaps, and not the kind you usually find in White Street.
Yes, we will check the crate because it might have some stuff in there. Okay. Yay,
I lift
stuff.
the crate. Waterlogged wood and molding straw fills my lungs. While fighting for air, I feel the bottom of the box open beneath my fingers and make a catcher's save. Safe.
Cool. Oh, a crate of booze. Okay. I'm going to have to move some stuff around so that I can actually fit this, because this takes 6 slots. Okay, so I put that and that. Then I can move get in there.
You almost got us out of this hellhole, baby. Looks like I'm hitching the rest of the way. I can't bring our baby back, but maybe I can do the next best thing.
That's awesome. Definitely a long stream then. Yeah. I've done longer. I did 24 hours the other day, but that was a planned thing for 1,500 follower celebration. So yeah. Not my normal range is 4.5 to 5.5 hours. That's my normal range. But yeah, sometimes on demo nights we go over. So hey, yes, let's see what we can salvage from the wreckage.
I dig through dirt and ashes and grease. The metal's gone cold and the cavity's gutted. I start to give up hope when I find a miracle hidden behind the tank, like opening a burnt door to find a room still intact.
Ooh, a repulsor part. Okay. Um, going it over isn't always how it gives a lot of good content. You know, try to stick to 3 hours. Yeah. I only really do it for special occasions or demo nights mostly. Because I know for me, in my case, if I do too many long streams, like I burn myself out, because not only that, like I will have VODs to go through for like clips and stuff, and then I will have like I got networking to do, and I've got to find the time for all of that stuff, as well as like editing, which I'm way behind on. So trying to find all of that stuff and streaming long hours is not something that's feasible. So yeah, I try not to, like, obviously, like when I do demo nights, it's a little different, but yeah. Island Edge.
She somberly shuffles over before taking a seat next to me. Our legs dangle over the edge like a set of old tarnished garden chimes.
Have I checked out Streamladder? I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've really looked into it. Hey.
I thought it'd be beautiful up close.
Oh, you mean for the clips? I've honestly found that like I know what you're talking about now with Streamladder. I've used very similar things to it, and the clips that it spat out based on my VODs, like I haven't been like a fan of. Like it I normally, because I work from home anyway, so I've normally got a VOD up, I'm networking in a couple of streams while I'm watching a VOD and clipping stuff, and I'm doing my work at the same time, because I can multitask in that way, so it's not like I don't have the time to do it and do the other stuff at the same time. But yeah, it's been a little easier to clip while on stream lately since I actually set up Seribot. So there has been that as well. But the checking the VODs is mostly for stuff that I may have missed in the moment and didn't realize that was things. So hey, yes, continue.
Huh?
The well. I've seen it so many times from the Institute, obviously, but I thought when I came down in person, I don't know. I guess I expected something different.
Okay.
In the lowers, kid, things rarely go the way you expect. We gaze out at that hateful storm cloud, and I realize I do see a sort of severe, intense beauty in it. Like the ocean, maybe. Or what I imagine the ocean is like up close. What is it, anyway?
The well? It's a unique gravitational phenomenon. I theorize it's a byproduct of excessive industrial Aether production, but the data is still unclear.
Punishment for our sins?
Last week, I would have scoffed at that. Today, I don't even know what I know anymore. Maybe it is.
Like, in all honesty, the main reason I got Seribot was because I found out it could do dad jokes and frog facts. That was the main reason I got Seribot. But yeah, it's come in handy for the clips and stuff as well. Like, not just with me doing it, but yeah, it's made it a lot easier for chat to clip stuff that has been funny as well. So, like, I do have to go back after the fact and edit those clips in Twitch a little bit, because sometimes they're a tiny bit off, or like the clip's too long. So like I do have to do that, but even that is still significantly easier than like having to do all the stuff and things as well. So
look, You can't carry the world on your shoulders, kid. We do what we can, and when we can't anymore, well, there's always wind skipping. She turns to me, confused. I reach into a deep coat pocket and pull out a handful of flat stone shards, eyeing them for the proper shape and size. My Zio taught me, when days were bad or boring or too hot or too cold or too anything, we'd throw stones together. The trick is to time it with the updraft. Watch this.
Okay.
Some say the dreamland is too big to fail, that Nation's crusade is a new unstoppable force. But with White Street on the warpath...
Okay, so wind skipping teach Nelly.
Last time I did this, Needles and I were fighting again. Couldn't hurl a rock at his smug face, so the empty sky had to do. Neither of them deserved it. A soft fragrance fights past the breeze, and I realize the girl's wearing perfume. Vanilla and rose. Height smells, as foreign down here as good dentistry or hope. I feel a weird surge of pity for the poor, pampered kid, and a tiny acid kick of jealousy.
Ooh.
The shard catches the wind and flies into the sky before disappearing into the noise of the city. Nellie's eyes brighten.
Okay, yes,
Nellie
continue.
takes a few stones from my hand, giving them a clinical eye. She winds back for a throw, but hesitates, glancing over at me.
Alright, let's show her the right
I mime
technique.
a proper throw, flicking my wrist so she can copy me. She follows my lead, practicing a few times before tossing it into the draft. It ain't much of a throw, but I have to hand it to the kid. She times it perfectly, and that stone flies better than any bird.
Well, what do you know? I do feel a bit better.
See? Nice throw, kid.
Thanks! Not that difficult, once you factor in mass times force. Accounting for the wind, of course.
Of course you put the science spin on it, Nelly.
All right, easy there. You ain't pitching for the Metro Maniacs just yet. We sit in silence a little longer before the wind begs me to say something. What's so special about that briefcase of yours?
Oh, I've been tracking the growth patterns of the well for some time. Recently, the etheric charge in the storm band spiked, building in both intensity and atmospheric disturbance.
Alright, I'm gonna tease
English, Professor, please.
Someone hasn't been a very good pupil. Skipping your homework?
Well, see, my dog ate my chalkboard, and I'm not too good without my chalkboard.
Something recently made the well stronger. Much stronger. If I can stop that, I might be able to stop the well from consuming the lowers altogether.
You're serious, aren't you? You really think you can fix it?
So, hi, welcome on in. How you doing? How's your day been so far? Let me do a thing. I hope you're doing well. Gonna stretch a moment. Ooh, massage.
From like 2 days ago. No, 3 days.
Is that
Boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way.
Is Visage as scary as I've heard?
Boy, get out of here.
Because I've heard that Visage is actually quite scary.
Give me that.
Super scary lol, you hate that game. So you play a lot of horror then, Sol? Like I do a little bit occasionally of the horror stuff. Hey.
Yes, but without my notes, I'll have to start again, collect some more data. I remember most of the model, but recreating some of the theorems will take time.
Well, that settles it. We're not done yet, kid. Those notes of yours, pretty sure they were taken. And I'm not going to soil my reputation by losing a client's property. We just need to fix up our clunker to find them.
It's not easy to play either and not really, but you're playing the mortuary assistant now. I have mixed feelings about the mortuary assistant. Like, I played the demo and I really, really, really loved the demo. But then the full game came out and was like, the whole point was trying, like, it was different than what I was expecting based on what I saw in the demo. Like, the demo made it seem like it was going to be my kind of horror game to play. Whereas it's not the case from what I've seen of the full game. But I enjoy watching other people play the mortuary assistant. I don't think it's one I should have played. Really should have got the demo. The demo basically was... How do I word it? You still did like the like a person, but you weren't trying to pretty much figure out who was a demon and all of that. Like, there was, you did like the mortuary simulation thing, and there was the scares and stuff on top of that in the story. Like, I think, like, obviously, like, they could have included like a demon part to it, but I think they could have, like, thank you for the lurk, Prophet. Yeah, have some brekkie. Have some brekkie. Food is important. I should probably eat soon too. I haven't eaten in 8.5 hours. I haven't eaten in that long. And technically, since the slave, I'm supposed to eat every 3, but we won't talk about that. Like, the fact that I haven't eaten. Okay.
Oh, you mean it, Gia? That's wonderful news. Thank you, but we need something better than Clunker. She's going to help us save the Lowers. She needs a real name.
She does look like a block of cheese. Or a sponge. Honeycomb, maybe?
Yeah, so if you don't play a lot of horror, then so what kind of games do you enjoy?
I can see her gears spinning up again, and I decide to let her run. We could both use the distraction.
I still have another demo to do after this. Like, if anything, I might grab a snack. I don't know, but yeah. Hey. Okay, so we could... I like Zappa. We'll go with Zappa.
There was this minor character in Pirates. Not a great comic. But he drove a beat-up car called the Zapper. It always arrived late, but no one could stop it when it showed up.
Like, chair stream loading. I gotta stretch. But yeah, I've probably gone like 8.5 hours nearly since eating, because like I don't feel hunger in the same way anymore. Like, I don't feel hungry. And when I do, it's food noise more than it's me actually being hungry, because yeah. Okay.
The Zapper. That makes us comic book heroes. Am I the sidekick? Or maybe you're my sidekick. We could just both be heroes? I like that better. You think they'll ever write books about us?
Who knows? Maybe.
As we stand under the gloom of the well, the world somehow manages to look just a tiny bit brighter.
I think your uncle was right earlier. The wind skipping did help. Thanks, Principessa.
Trying out a little Italian? We'll work on it. Something easier.
But you call me that. I should be able to call you something.
I've already got a name, kid. But let me know if you think of anything.
Okay, so return to the hole and tell Chris the bad news.
Let's head home, kid.
Alright, so back to White Street. Okay, so we are heading this way.
I'm getting used to Zapper's quirks, namely compensating for her disastrous alignment, when I hear a sharp intake of breath from Nellie. My eyes dart to the rear view and I see him again. That tall, rangy shadow, riding hard towards us like a bandit in the night.
Okay, am I gonna have to fight him again?
The shadow pulls up next to us, and I'd swear on Zio's headstone I feel the temperature drop. His gaze is flint and his smile is poison. I squeeze the wheel to steady myself.
I've been awful rude. Never introduced myself. Name's Tobias Dufresne.
Didn't ask, Slim. You got about 3 seconds before I ram you into a building.
Okay.
Leave us alone!
Be glad to oblige, Missy, but I'm being paid handsomely to bring you back home, and I aim to earn my pay. Come along now.
Like hell.
You there! Disperse immediately!
Here's your chance to run.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
It was you. You torched my car.
Precious to you, was it? I expect little miss was hoping to get her papers back, too. Don't worry, darling. They're in good hands.
Wait, my research? Give it back! And that's doctor to you.
Apologies.
Okay.
But if you won't come quietly, well... I said disperse! Final warning!
Okay, so yeah, we've got the area effect abilities. Hit multiple vehicles at once, use them strategically. Okay. Okay, eliminate Dufresne or survive 4 rounds to lose him. Okay, so if I move back here... Okay, I don't want bystanders. Okay, so let's... Pew, pew, pew. Hey, let's end turn. Yeah, everyone's getting off for like the Hey, that means he's getting more.
You're cruising for a bruising!
Okay, go, Cabby, go! Oh, he was hurting me. Hey, so I'm gonna shoot. Alright.
You've got no chance! Both of you, pull over now! Better listen to the man, honeysuckle. He sounds real cross.
Alright. I might stay there because yeah. If he's gonna get to me, he's gonna kind of have to pretty much end on a, Okay, he's sitting there just cheating scum. Okay. Give him a bit of a ram. And there's nothing else I can do because I can't get past to get that bystander to...
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I pet that dog? Hi, Navi.
looking good.
Alright, can I... Okay, I can ram in from there.
You won't stop me that easily. This isn't over.
Yeah. Go away, Dufresne.
That's it. You're under arrest by order of General Tillinghast.
Me or the guy who tried to kill me? Let me do a thing for you, Navi. Now that I've got like a small little break here. Let me do a thing.
I'm like taking deep breaths, and it's gonna be fucking rotten egg.
Oh, a Bean Boozled clip?
No, it's gonna be a blind. That was one of the options.
It was.
Yeah, those be nasty. Alright, continue.
Damn it, soldier boy, get out of my way.
Now's our chance. The Whitecaps jump on Dufresne's sleek Corvette like a drove of starched pigs tackling a raven. While the bullets and cuss words fly, so do we. And he clocks our escape with a furious shout.
Yeah, Harry Potter beans. Ugh, yeah. I did those once. And yeah, the sausage ones were terrible. It was the sausage ones that got me.
You ain't seen the last of me, you hear? I'm coming for you, Miss Doctor.
Victory. Okay. Okay, so Nitro. Ooh. So, can I just use that? Okay, I actually need to have that in my thing. Confirm. You kept getting vomit and rotten eggs. Yeah, the rotten eggs ones, yeah, wouldn't be fun. Alright, so we are, where are we going? Home Island, the hole.
I better let Cress know what happened to the Chimera.
The poor, poor Chimera. Alright, so we're going in here.
Cress greets us, shoulders square, arms crossed, a woman bracing for impact. She must have figured something was wrong when I didn't pull up with our baby.
You find her?
She was gutted. Nothing left to salvage. Expecting the hit doesn't make it hurt any less. Her shoulders fall.
It was awful. Ugh, she was an incredible machine. I've been in Heights cars with brace staplers that weren't as well optimized.
Is this that ray of sunshine that's been following you around?
Yep.
Yes, hello. I'm Nellie. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. All good things, of course.
Oh, so Gia's been lying.
But Gia didn't say you were a mechanic. I thought Lowers Islands didn't allow their Aetherians to work on the surface. Or is that how it works in the hole?
The kid's stepping into a minefield. Cress talks as much about her personal life as she talks Bavarian politics.
I feel like we should let Cress handle it.
Sorry. I'm not breaking my back crawling the tunnels to keep you afloat.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take it back. This is my first time in the Lowers, and I didn't expect to meet so many Aetherians.
Don't you know? We breed like rats down here.
The kid looks on like she's ready to start taking notes.
The hole's not like other islands. No free homes, no rats under contract. You need a generator looked at, you pay me like anyone else.
Don't worry, I won't be a bother. I'm certain I can find my way around a generator. Oh, but I hope it won't be any trouble to ask about the output capacity. I can pay you a consultation fee once I have the funds. Unless you accept coffee.
Ooh, coffee. I would accept coffee. That'd be a thing I'd do. Alright.
Stick
Continue.
around a month. I'll think about it. And I take cash.
Cress is playing it softer than I expected with the kid. The first day I walked in here, I was lucky to get away with my jaw intact.
So, the Chimera's gone. Looks like you're stuck with that bucket of bolts.
Sapper is not a bucket of bolts. She's a ride for heroes. All she needs is something to maximize her acceleration output.
Okay.
You named her. You gonna get attached to every lost cause you come across now?
If they're gonna call us pirates, might as well christen our little sloop to match, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, all that hunk of yours really needs is a tune-up, a fresh set of repulsors, and restitching of the upholstery.
At a minimum. And she's not the only one who needs to get back in real fighting shape, Cress. My rep's in the gutter, and I need cash.
Okay. What exactly are you looking for?
Got anything for a little more protection? Honeybee can take some fire from street-level punks, but I wouldn't trust her in a serious dogfight.
Okay, so the the canon name is Honeybee?
The chassis is shot to hell. You're gonna want some serious armor plating to reinforce it. I'm out of anything at the level you're asking for, but if you bring me the plates, I'll get them set up for you.
Okay.
Think Tiana has anything?
If you're willing to pay an arm and a leg.
Fair enough. I'll stop by Pier 6. You happen to know of any jobs?
I got something, but it doesn't pay much. More of a personal matter. If you want real money, you know who you'll have to talk to.
No, Needles is off the table.
Needles? Is he bad?
He's nobody. Just another smuggler I used to work with. We had a falling out on our last job.
Just another smuggler who owes you big? He recently set up shop in the Raymond district. Not struggling for work either. You need a lead on jobs. He's who you need to talk to. Least he can do.
I haven't seen Needles since Zio died. Haven't wanted to. Too many bad memories. But Cress is right. I need the money. And a job's a job. Even if it's from him.
Okay, Chris is
You said you had a job? Something personal?
Yeah, but first, tell your client to go bother someone else.
Oh, no problem. Don't worry about me. I've been wanting to look at these Aether lifters you got stacked up over there. It'll be like I'm not even here.
I heard about what you did for the Aether rats in White Street. Thanks.
They dealt with me fairly. And your advice was, if I recall correctly, to not be an ass. So I wasn't.
So, you wouldn't say no to another job for them?
Depends. You said yourself the pay's nothing to write home about.
We got some scratch saved up. A sponsor's covering the rest.
Sponsor?
They're good for it. I'll vouch.
Okay, give me
Look,
more info.
Cress, I don't go into a job blind. Give me something.
I can't. You want the job? Those are the terms.
I get an uneasy itch. No client in my line of work is ever exactly forthcoming, but without a name or face, I got nothing to check my gut against. Nothing except Cress's word. Fortunate for both of us, that's enough. As long as it'll help build up my rep, I'm in. What's the job?
I need a getaway driver. We're breaking rats out of the tomb.
If Cress is trying to make a joke, it's a poor effort. No one escapes that upside-down prison. Not alive, anyway. At best, you get to enjoy 10 seconds of freedom before you give the Earth a goodbye kiss.
How'd they end up in prison?
Barons usually leave rats to the terriers. Why'd General Eli bother to lock him up?
He's a paranoid tyrant. He doesn't need a good reason to keep you in a cage.
I just want to know what sort of people we're helping.
Good people. There was a wasting outbreak in White Street. Rats thought it had something to do with the water shortage. Eli didn't like them talking, so he put them where no one could hear them.
Alright, how are they getting out?
No one escapes the tomb, Cress.
Maybe Eli shouldn't have locked up the same people who keep him afloat. My people have a way into the garbage system and the trash chutes that lead outside.
And
we're going to take out the trash.
Okay, why aren't you the getaway?
So, what's my part in this? I've seen you steer out of gravity slips like it's nothing. You're plenty capable of a pickup.
It's a two-person job. I'll drive the barge there, but I need someone to keep unwanted eyes off us along the way.
Okay.
Who's this mysterious sponsor of yours?
Gia. If I could tell you, I would. Don't push it.
Okay.
Come on. Anyone with the cash to spring a bunch of Aether convicts out of the tomb is blowing that money on diamond jewelry and nightclub tabs. You really want me to believe this is a charity case?
I don't care what you believe. The money's good. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
I knew from her blue-hot glare I'd pushed her as far as she would go. Doesn't matter. One way or another, I'll eventually find out who's holding the bag. Okay, Cress. I'm with you.
Good. Only certain barges with military clearance are allowed near the tomb. I got one lined up. Let's meet there first.
The tomb's crawling with whitecaps. They're not just going to let us drive up and make off with a bunch of convicts.
Hi, Ariandria. I'm going to assume if I fuck that up, let me know because I'm really bad at names. Thank you for the Lex. But I'm gonna do a thing for you before you do that. So I said it perfectly. Yay. I'm usually terrible at names and words and all of that stuff. So yay for saying stuff right. Yeah.
Again, genuinely, I don't look forward to anything but this. I don't read, I don't write, I doom scroll, I work all the time, I never get to leave my house, I don't have a lot of in real life friends that actually socially feed me. I'm socially underfed is a term I've picked up. It's just, humans don't human the way that I human, that's why we goose, if that makes sense.
I love that saying. It breeds very well for the whole neurospicy things. Like humans don't human the way that I human, so we're goose. I like that. I like that. I think Goosey is goose in the frog pun. But I definitely feel everything you were saying there. I also really like the how you referred to like socially underfed. I need to use that instead of saying socially awkward and like the fact that I can't like talk to people. Like I am socially underfeeding myself. That sounds a little better. Continue.
That's where you come in. I need someone who can get physical when the time calls for it. Or keep me from being seen.
Okay.
Like old times. We haven't done a job together since the carnival.
Yeah, well, I've been busy.
Someone said it to you and you're like, wait, that fits so well. It does fit so well. It really does. And like the weird thing is like I spent so long, so many years of my life trying to human like the other humans instead of being a goose. And like the moment I took off the human suit and embraced my inner goose, like my happiness and my confidence have gone up because like I no longer care as much about how people think of me. Like if they can't like me for who I am, then they don't deserve to know me, essentially, is the way I put it. So yeah.
And let's make sure this job goes better. It took me weeks to get the smell of wet lime out of that car.
Okay, so here I was thinking this demo was nearly done. Alright, five.
A storm brews on the shallow ferry platform, where the kid hovers over Mr. Throg, crackling with frustration like a gathering thundercloud. The old ferrymaster, like stone, resists the squall.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not articulating myself properly. You can hear me, can't you?
You're gonna parent and clean and such, so you'll be around. No problem. Adulting is important. You go do the adulting thing. And I appreciate you for being here. Okay.
Loud and clear, girl.
Well, okay then. Let's cast away, or whatever the expression is.
Sorry, but no. Ferry's closed.
Oh, Gia, thank goodness you're here. You gotta help me talk some sense into this man. He won't...
She wants to visit the well. Miss Reinhardt might have a death wish, but I most certainly do not.
She balls her little fists, barely suppressing her frustration. A new tempest is about to erupt when I steal the wind right from under her. You were going to run off without me, kid? What was your plan? Run into the storm and hope it didn't tear you apart?
Gia, this is the last thing, and I'll have recreated the most important parts of my research. I just need to get close enough to see the atmospheric conditions around the outskirts of the well.
The only thing you'd have seen is your own skull as your eyes were pulled from their sockets.
Everyone had their own well story, just part of living every day next to something that could kill you. I'd tell my giggling sister how I had to lasso my own leg once as it floated off. Nellie, evidently, does not share the same amusement at such a story. You know, there is one place that might work. Not too far out of the way from White Street. Safe from the gravity, too.
Oh? You ain't taking her to the rig now, are you? I might rather take my chances near the well.
Don't worry, old man. Ghosts don't scare me.
Ghosts?
Okay, so PS6 buy and sell. Okay. Alright, alright. I just want to say something because I'm trying to figure out roughly how long this goes for. Um I can't find roughly how long it is. Let me. Oh.
Footy's back and for.
Alright, I'm just trying to get an idea of how long I've got left of this demo. In an AKA, do I definitely need more coffee type of way. Okay, that one doesn't even cover the whole demo. Yeah, I've still got stuff to do, apparently. By the looks of things. Okay. So we have to go here. Okay.
Tayana, my black market fence, is as sharp as they come. From the cut of her cashmere jacket to the razor line of her jaw, she can draw blood with a glance. Even the scent of her hand-rolled cigarette, redolent with caravan spices, slices through the air with a dangerous edge. When I walk in, she pulls the nib of her fountain pen away from an account ledger like an assassin retrieving a dagger, and honors me with an inscrutable smile. Tayana.
Giovanna, how's business?
Can't complain. That's a lie, I could, but I won't.
This is why I like you Italians. Always with your heart on your sleeve. You know, a short swim across the Adriatic and we might have been sisters.
I like to think of us that way, which is why you're going to help me patch up my new car with some better defenses.
Am I now?
Okay, let's be charming.
Well, I know you're dying to tell me what happened to that artist of yours. Might even stick around to do your braids, if you're nice.
Oh, how tempting. But I think I'd rather if you owed me a favor.
Uh-huh. What kind?
The kind you're good at.
Her long fingers reach into a hidden pocket and retrieve a photograph with a slip of paper, which she slides across the table to me. Her perfume follows.
This is Saoirse Byrne, but don't call her that unless you want to lose an ear. To the lowers, she's Bangor. Nasty little thing from Northern Ireland. Leads a street gang called the Madrigals.
A real charmer.
You're to intercept a cargo train carrying crates of weapons through White Street. You will bring those weapons to Bangor. collect the money I'm owed, and I will be happy to source you some steel.
Okay, can you give me
This
more info?
Banner Dame sounds like a real piece of work. Anything in particular I should know?
They say she survived the wasting as a child by catching and eating animals. Rats, birds, a dog if she got lucky.
So she's tough.
She is dangerous, and she is always hungry.
Okay.
I look like an arms dealer to you. What kind of weapons are they anyway?
You look, Giovanna, like someone I am paying to get this done. Don't worry about the weapons. Nothing you haven't seen before.
Okay, how do you expect an intercept?
How exactly am I supposed to catch this train and grab its cargo?
You do not tell me how to conduct my business, and I do not tell you how to conduct yours. This is equitable, no? You figure it out.
Okay.
All I know is the rail runs along the left side of the road the whole route. Do with that what you will.
Okay, is there a catch?
Nothing makes a job more dangerous than going in blind. It can't be as cut and dry as she says.
It's
Why
never
aren't you
that cut
telling
and dry.
me?
Giovanna, the great castle libraries of Illyria could be filled with the things I don't tell you. Trust me. You want it that way.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Be sure to bring along that little scientist friend of yours.
What? Why? Last thing I need is the kid slowing me down.
Indulge me.
And if I say no?
Come, come. I need this done correctly. And you, Giovanna, need the money. Bring the girl.
I like this about as much as a kick in the teeth. But in Pier 6, Tiana calls the shots.
Okay.
She meets my grimace with an infuriating smile. Fine. Fine. If it means that much to you. But my armor better be ready when I get back.
Okay.
Her eyes are lidded with shadow as she waves goodbye. I can't tell if it's meant to be mocking or affectionate. Probably both.
Okay. Okay, so I've got my stash there. And let's go to the ferry. There we go. Thanks for playing Aether and Iron. You've reached the end of our demo content. We really appreciate you taking the time to play our game. Would love to hear what you think. Awesome.